Show coming at you live from Los Angeles, California. February 11th, 2026. We are here and we are sponsored today by Nude. Yes, today we have a special episode joined by friend of the show, Dennis, aka Def Noodles, who we haven't seen in a while. He actually made a I don't know how to say, he made a vertical jump. He's now running for office here in California, or is it even Los Angeles? I don't know. Adam Schiff's old seat, Shifty Schiff, as we like to call him. Shady Shifty Schiff.
Little pencil neck Adam Schiff.
He is kind of a pencil neck. He kind of does look like Mr. Mackey when his tie is too tight.
Okay.
You know? But anyway, Def Noodles is here.
District 30, I believe.
What?
Running for
District 30.
Yeah.
Is that in LA?
Yes.
Okay, so is that Senate? Is that a Senate seat?
These seem like great questions for him.
Dennis, are you running for Senate or Congress? Okay, thank God, because I don't know if I could handle Dennis being in the Senate. 1 out of 100 seems too narrow. 1 of like whatever 700 or whatever seems more manageable. But anyway, I kid. But Dennis is here, and we're going to be talking about politics and stuff. Very conservative. He switched to very conservative. Actually, he had a standout moment, which we can discuss. He's here right now, just kind of listening because I want to do pre-show. But oh, they like the angle, eh? Yeah, we have the desk set up for the interviews.
Guess.
Hi there.
You know, they say the Jews are cheap, right?
Okay, well, sure.
Have you heard that, though?
I mean, I've heard people say that.
Okay.
I don't know what's with this guy, bro. It's not even relevant. Yeah, those that have been following, he's made a pivot to the conservative side here. Or I don't know, maybe it was his opinion the whole time. I'll ask him. But he basically actually had a big viral moment on Jubilee. Which I don't know if we watched it on the show. Although I have to say, Jubilee is really... They used to be great. They used to be reaction fodder. Mm-hmm. And now they claim every time.
Yeah. They be claiming.
Although they drop it. If they do, they're good at dropping it too, to be fair. But who wants to deal with that? So, we got some stuff at the top of the show, and then we'll bring old friend Dennis out to converse with. Yeah, thank you, by the way, to Gabe. You know, he was doing shout-outs for Valentine's Day. He helped someone get anal, which was nice.
I would try anal.
All right. So, here's a new one. And this one is he's really helping people. So let's see what he's been up to this time.
Petunia. Yeah, Petunia. Ooh. Can you come inside? Fuck yeah, and stop eating rabbit shit. Fuck yeah. Petunia, come here, go inside. Fuck yeah. Ooh. I know, you won't listen to Lexi, but fuck yeah, I hope you listen to me. Fuck yeah, yeah, Chihuahua pug. Fuck yeah, come inside, Petunia. Ooh, it's cold outside. Come inside. Ooh, and I'll play with you. Fuck me, fuck.
Don't anybody tell me that's not worth $10.
What a legend.
Yo, these days you can't get $10. You can't pay someone $10 to do a damn thing.
A pack of cigarettes ain't even $10 anymore.
It's double that, isn't it?
$11.50.
Oh, it was 11? I thought it was more.
Carton's out of control.
I mean, when I was in college, you used to be able to go to the Circle K and pick up a pack for $5.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened.
Those were deals, dude.
I know.
And then you get the long one so it lasts longer because you're a degenerate smoker and you don't care.
More cigs, same money.
Exactly. You know. So anyway, shout out to Gabe. He's available, Uncle Gabe on Cameo, you guys. I have more fun Super Bowl reactions. And actually, Dennis, we can talk about this because I know he's against the Super Bowl performance. But here's one I thought was kind of unhinged from Megan Kelly and my boy, friend of the show, Piers Morgan.
To get up there and perform the whole show in Spanish is a middle finger to the rest of America. Who gives a damn that we have 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States?
No, that seems like a significant amount of people.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
You know, you could say that about the Jews, maybe. Who gives a damn? There's 6 million Jews. We've done it once. We can do it again. Bad timing. Sorry about that. I heard Morgan going, Jesus. I'm Jewish, guys. You know what I mean? I'm super Jewish. I get to make jokes.
You know, I don't understand. When I point that out, you get mad at me. But when you do it,
no, that's different, dude. That's different. You're playing into the whole conspiracy. Like anytime like a criminal comes up who's Jewish, you go, Jewish, by the way.
I mean, I couldn't help.
You're doing Nick
That's
Fuentes.
exactly how you say it too, Zach.
Yeah, exactly.
You go, Jewish, by the way.
Jeffrey Epstein, he was Jewish.
We don't like knowing that.
Or
Okay.
Harvey Weinstein.
No, not us. We reject him.
Mm.
You know? Hell no.
You just have a very dark sense of humor sometimes, and I don't know if I'm allowed to laugh.
Well, it's a joke. So I appreciate the laughter. It makes me feel like I'm not going to get a YouTube suspension.
Is it true that they try to get all the money and stuff out of a non-Jew?
No, that's not true, Jesse.
Have you heard that, though?
From people like you.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make it true, Jesse, just because I've heard people say it.
Let's say I hired a Jew crew to do something for my home.
I mean, I heard you're gay. Does that make it true?
Okay, listen. Wait, Jesse, we need to move along today. I need to get to the next section before the ad break. It's really important to me.
Well, we can hold off on the Super Bowl stuff just because we're gonna have this combo with.
Yeah.
Hey,
actually, let's go straight to the next section.
Hey, what?
We should just go to the next section.
What, the one about? Well, I do need to. Oh, you want to get that in there, eh?
Yeah.
Little Denims update at top of the show.
Yeah, because I won't have enough time for it.
There's one. I do think this is important, though. On Monday, I was responding to Shane Dawson, sister-in-law, who called me. She says I called Tana a Twinkie 10 years ago, and she hasn't forgotten about it. And that I should be, and that I bring women on and berate them. I don't know what she said, but it was awful. And so I says, really, is this the can of worms? You know, there's so much I forgot about your dear brother-in-law, Shane Dawson. In fact, hopefully he'll be dropping you a letter of thanks for dredging all this up. But I don't know if you remember this, but
Okay, ready? All right.
This is him kissing a 14-year-old fan.
Allegedly 12-year-old.
Oh, she's 12.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I don't even think Epstein went that young, right? Actually, I heard not.
I heard it.
He has gone that young.
That's not.
He has gone that young.
Yeah.
All right. So you're, you know what I mean? So you would have a lot in common with him potentially, is my point. But anyway, I mean, listen. I mean, let's just be careful about, you know, being like, oh, Ethan called Tana, his current friend, fat 10 years ago. Not even call her fat. I said she looks like a Twinkie, which is mostly a comment about her bathing suit. Her bathing suit was Twinkie colored.
Hila's in chat. She said, listening while at the dentist, she spaced that, and honor gas, thank you. I think Hila may be a little high at the dentist.
She is. She's at the dentist. I wonder they got her on that nitro. Yeah, this is Shane, your brother-in-law. You know what's funny? I did forget about this, but maybe I shouldn't. This is once again your brother-in-law, Shane, and I don't know if you want to play this on the show, but you do videos with him. You're like, and he's not just your brother-in-law. He like gave you his whole career, and like you have him on your show all the time. Like you're cool with this guy, and he kissed a 12-year-old fan, which is pretty weird, right?
3, 2. Okay.
Didn't he also have your friend who you're so eager to champion? Didn't he have an underage Tana piss on him?
Was that what it was?
Yes.
I recall that.
Yes.
Just to back you up a bit.
So, I mean, I remember that. You know what I mean? Right? I never done anything like that.
Okay, get out of here. Get out of
Yeah, the video's still up. It's from Tana. It's titled, I peed on Shane Dawson. You wish this was clickbait.
I do. You know who I wish? You know who wishes that was clickbait now? Shane Dawson. But anyway, he's got that memory in the spank bank, and you can never take that from him. Right, AB?
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Is this what comes with sitting in Dan's?
Yeah, I put you under the gun. Yeah, so shout out Shane Dawson and his sister-in-law there. Appreciate you guys. Fuck you, by the way. Scumbag, loser, liar. She was 16 when that video was uploaded. Tana was 16 when she uploaded her peeing on Shane Dawson. That's crazy, by the way. Most people try to hide that. You know? Most people, if you go like, oh, I want a minor to pee on me, like Shane Dawson did, usually you would attempt to conceal that as evidence.
I'm seeing conflicting. Some people say she was young. Some people saying 17. But yeah.
Okay, well, either way, she's a minor, eh?
Yeah.
No matter how you piss, no matter how the piss hits the floor. Yeah. There's one more, then we'll get into
A minor.
So anyway, shout out Shane. This is our old friend. The I want to kiss you. You say no. Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you? You say no. You say no. You say no. Wait, I'm getting reports that she was of age.
That she just turned 18. Yeah. That's what I'm
so
saying.
she's as they say, as Joe Rogan's guest said, quote unquote, barely legal.
Right.
Which is how Shane likes them, and sometimes younger. To kiss.
A dick in briefs.
Anyway, Rayanba blessed my feed with a new hit here, just so we can kind of jam out in the beginning of the show here.
In your sunny day, let me be the sky for your clouds. Let me be the pool for your waterfall. Let me be the verb for your nouns.
Let me be the bird for your nouns?
What?
Can someone even unpack that one for me? Let me be the bird for your nouns.
The bird?
Verb.
Oh, the verb. Okay, that makes more sense.
Verb.
That makes way more sense.
For your crashing waves, let me be the bricks in your wall.
Yeah.
Let me be the soil where your garden grows. Let me be the one. Let me be the one.
Whoa.
Let me be the one you truly love.
I'm noticing there's an issue with his lyrics. He says, let me be the one you truly love. But in all of his analogies, he's one of many. Let me be the brick in your wall.
Interesting.
You know,
Like the oneness
let me
of
be
the
the
universe.
pawn. It's in this fantasy. Once again, he's still getting cucked.
Is this like in every breath you take, like a stalking thing, like the "Can I kiss you"?
It's potentially
Now
a
this
stalking
shit.
thing for sure. Let's hear it. Oh,
I will be your footpath to serenity. I will be the bridge for you to cross. I will be your water.
Yo, custom jacket.
what's that?
Custom jacket. Says
Oh
his
shit,
name.
it's got his name on it. Ray on bass. Sick.
I will be the love you've never lost. You pull me like a magnet.
Oh shit, we got a second
Closer
verse.
to your heart. Just give me time to win you. And now's the time to start. Let me be the
Beautiful.
One thing I like about this guy, he's just so unabashedly himself. You know what I mean? Like he's not putting on a front for anybody, and I like that. I like Ray on bass for that.
You know what I like?
Denims.
Denims.
Talking about denims.
Yes.
Let's do that. I like talking about denims too. So, what were we even shitting on her for on Monday? I don't even remember now.
Her demanding Emaru say fuck ICE, or she's a
Oh
Nazi.
yeah, the fuck ICE meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
Ironic, she was melting down while saying fuck ICE. Am I right, Zach? Come on now. Come on. Well, people have done digging, all right? And some new, I don't know how people do it, but there's new old Denims clips that have come up, and they're very good. For example, here she is doing her very best Dennis Prager endorsement.
Incest.
She's pro incest. I don't know if
What's
you guys,
your argument?
I don't know if you guys knew that. She fucks with incest.
Can I say when this came up for me on my feed? I had no idea this was Denims. I was like, who cares about this random person? Because it looks nothing like her now. She looks so different.
I mean, I see the resemblance. I know what you mean. She sounds very different.
Yeah,
that
that
throws
too.
me off.
Incest is weird and a little gross, but
I feel like she's downplaying the weirdness and grossness of incest, right?
Well, she says a little weird.
It's a little gross. But
Adult
what
incest.
she wants to say, what she didn't, is it's also a little hot. She's a freaking degenerate.
That's how I had to watch incest porn.
Exactly.
ethically completely fine if it's in between consenting adults and there's no power creep relations.
Why would you even? Why
And
die on the hill
the people in
of
those
incest?
relationships are not having children. I think if you remove those three factors, there's nothing ethically wrong with two consenting adults.
Are you having sex with your brother? Like, what's going on here? Like, what is compelling you to defend incest at this very moment?
How does this conversation come up so oftenly with these political channels? I don't understand. I've never had this conversation on or off camera. Like, it's
Well, I never needed to because I'm pretty firm on my stance on incest.
right.
I was never
Brother
like,
and
could we
sister wanna
debate
make
the
love.
ethics of incest?
Just as an exercise. Yeah.
Even as an exercise, you know what I mean? Actually, I feel like I can have a pretty good anti-incest take.
Yeah, I feel like a few people could.
One more time here.
Incest is weird and a little gross, but ethically completely fine if it's in.
Her eyes are rolling in the back of her head. Like, what is she? What the fuck is wrong with her, bro? She's on something. Whatever it is that makes you want to fuck your family members. Whatever drug that is, she's on.
Completely fine if it's in between consenting adults and there's no power creep relations.
Here's why incest, one of the many reasons why incest is bad. Because romantic relationships come with a lot of baggage, right? We all know that. You do not want to introduce that kind of baggage into your nuclear family because it destabilizes your whole life, let alone, like that your kids will be mutants and not like cool ones.
Mm-hmm.
But ethically completely fine if it's in between consenting adults.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, right?
Weird.
It's weird, too.
Weird.
And it's more than a little gross.
And a little gross.
Prager, Dennis Prager, you have an opinion on this?
What's your argument?
I mean, that's kind of her point.
Brother and sister want to make love?
Yeah.
That they're going to produce mentally retarded offspring?
I mean, that's putting it a little harsh. I called them mutants.
There isn't any.
Yeah, there's no argument.
It's incest.
Man, that's funny. But anyway, she's not. It keeps going. That's not even the only one that got unearthed. She's attempted to laugh these unearthed clips off. She has not yet, though, touched the incest clip. And I do think that we should not let her off the hook on the incest clip because she needs to explain herself. Are you still pro-incest?
She hasn't denounced it yet.
She hasn't done it. All I've heard her is be like, yeah, I can fuck my brother. I can fuck my dad as far as, you know what I mean, to get even weirder with it.
There's a power creep there. She said there has to be no power creep.
No power creep.
And a little gross.
No, of course your dad's not power creeping. He just wants to fuck you. He wants to fuck you because he loves you.
I think if you remove those three factors,
Sorry.
there's nothing
I'm
ethically
thinking-
wrong with two consenting adults.
Yeah.
Socially woke that they feel like they can't possibly be wrong. Point in case, Hassan.
Uh-oh.
Like if Hassan thinks he's morally more virtuous than someone else, he just flames them. I'm forgetting the word I wanted to use, but he just flames them. Like he doesn't actually make any genuine
Defames
good faith
them,
arguments
probably?
towards other people.
Place.
You know what I mean?
What happened? Oh, was that Bad Bunny?
No, that was Hassan's name. Place.
Oh.
Like he doesn't give people any amount of benefit of the doubt. He just starts railing on people. one of the things that really frustrates me is that people on the left will they adopt all left ideologies. So it's all just like, well, I accept this and this and this and this, and there's no like form of questioning, I guess, which is very frustrating.
You become what you hate. I mean, right?
Horseshoe theory, right? Is that what it's called? When they go full circle, they go so left.
No, horseshoe theory is like when the far left and the far right dab up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with politics.
This is just called
Maybe
hackery. This is called selling out and hackery.
Yeah.
And also, she changed her voice. What's with people? What's all these people with their voices different? Even I watched old clips of Hassan, and he's like, he's all nasally, and he sounds like this. And now he's like, "What's up, guys? It's Hassan here."
You fucking got me, dude.
Yeah.
You're so fucking stupid.
So anyway, she really spitting facts on Hassan, but here she is attempting to explain it. And notice, guys, you will notice.
I'm not thinking with your.
You will notice she does not attempt to explain the incest clip, which only can lead me to believe that she still is pro-incest.
If I could preface this, I assumed
Dincest.
Her response would be, yeah, people could change their views. Hassan himself always says that people could change their views. So I'm not ashamed. I said this, I changed. Simple fucking explanation.
Well,
but no, she is the queen of stepping on fucking rakes. I couldn't believe this. I thought it was an edit when I first watched it. Her response.
Really? It's good, eh?
It's
weird.
I don't know if I could even accept that explanation, though, because how old was she when she was like, incest is W?
Well, not the incest thing, but I mean, this specifically, she's talking about the Hassan clip, about her saying,
well, all right, let's hear her
about
out.
Hassan.
Let's hear her out.
You're immediately not thinking with your dick and also thinking with this pesky thing up here that we like to call our brains.
So funny.
So once you start thinking with your...
Sorry. Again, I think it's funny for us to watch it because we've all had fucking dark times in our lives. People in here have watched Joe Rogan, motherfuckers. I know at least one of you has to have watched Tim Pool. All right? One of you has watched one of those stupid atheist channels. One of those atheist channels where it's like, I'm amazing, atheist, skeptic, incredible man.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? The hell? So okay, we all used to be evil. I mean, we used to believe in incest, and apparently you still do. That's against God. You want to talk about atheism? There's nothing more sacrilege than fucking your brother, lady. Right?
And this is why Muslim is bad. This is why Islamists are evil. It's like, okay, everybody's had stupid opinions. Some of you have been libertarians before. I know it. I know at least one of you. All right, motherfuckers. I know. I see you. And in some form of like cosmic irony, I've seen a clip recently circulating where it's like, it's me criticizing Hassan because, shocker, I've always criticized Hassan.
Then, right, yeah, no, always. You're always calling him out. And then you proceed to glaze him about how you go, I've always criticized Hassan. But anyway, I was only criticizing him because I didn't understand.
And do you want to know why? In that clip, I'm criticizing him?
Say something mean about Hassan right now. One mean thing. Go on.
Years ago, because I was tricked by a million of these clips being like, wow, this guy seems like a sexist piece of shit.
That's not what that's insane. That's not what you were saying. You were saying that he's so left, and if you're not with him, then he's just gonna go after you.
Right. She wasn't even really analyzing she wasn't even calling him a misogynist.
Exactly.
Actually.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
What she said was like, if you disagree with him, he'll defame you.
Right.
Right. What happened?
There's layers to this.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
More, and I was like, oh. Wait, do you guys just lie about people? What the fuck?
Huh?
Oh. But you could just watch one broadcast and then realize all of this is fucking fabricated.
Dude, the irony is crazy.
But it's almost funny because now
this is the girl that watched one video of bad empanada saying my kids were crawling around in dog shit eating it, and she goes, is this true? Oh my God, you guys.
Yeah. Also, watch the clip of Lena not pulling Rocky's tail. I mean, like, did she pull his tail?
Yeah.
You can't.
Iconic. You can't. I mean, what did I say? Anyway, Hassan's awesome.
That clip is being used to fabricate lies about me. So we're just like 3 layers of lies deep. It's incredible. It's really, really amazing stuff.
Yes!
Laugh, dummy. There's one more, and then we can go on to our sponsor and then on to welcoming our guest. Shout out the Pope. Are you here? Did I show him? I think I showed him my Platinum Daytona. I think that's the one I know he saw. I wish I was wearing a different one. Every time I come here with one of my watches, I go, I hope Nick is in chat and asks me what watch I'm wearing.
Oh my God.
The Pope sees all.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This one's sick, right? I really like this one.
Gante.
You know?
Oh my
anyway,
God.
So Denims still has no, she's still like, this is crazy. This is from a few days ago. She still doesn't understand the lawsuit. She doesn't know why she's being sued. It's unreal. Look at this.
Of his YouTube career has been maliciously reacting. That is to say, reacting with like distaste for the person who had created the original content, which is what
I can't believe she actually thinks that. She thinks maliciously reacting just means you don't like them. How dumb can you be?
Yeah, I mean,
that's free speech. That's First Amendment.
Trying to think, but nothing happens.
It's not that. Did you? I wonder if she even watched any of the videos I made about this, because like, it's got nothing to do with how much you like me. It's about your stated intent to steal my content and profit from it. That's malicious. How do you not know that?
she's suggesting.
No, it's not. That's not it at all. That's actually no, that is not what she's talking about in that clip.
That you can't just react to people that you hate.
No, that's not what she said. That's absolutely not what she meant.
You can't do that, which is not how the law works, by the way. You can react to whoever. You don't have to like the...
I can't believe she's this dumb.
You think her lawyer wakes up in a panic?
No, he's bleeding them dry, dude. I think he wakes up a happy camper. You know what I mean? Every day.
Person you're reacting to.
Holy fuck, she still has no idea why she's being sued. This is great.
In fact, Ethan Klein won a lawsuit on copyright infringement while he was reacting to content from a creator he didn't like.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? How can you misunderstand fundamentally? This is the fundamental issue at hand.
The one where you had skits in it as well, and shitload of commentary.
And you paused it a shitload, didn't show the whole video, had sketches, lots of critical commentary, did not state on the record that my intention to steal his views and benefit from his IP, to profit from his IP in lieu of him.
Also, at the time, you didn't like have an opinion on Matt Haas, I assume. He was just some guy, right?
Yeah, he's just some guy. He was some internet meme that people were dunking on for these crazy cringe videos. I'm constantly in... She manages to still surprise me with how fucking dumb she is.
Incest.
Showing
how can she not understand that?
Mm-hmm. Showing those old Hassan clips, like, really, I was in fucking shock. I couldn't, like, rarely am I, like, baffled like that. I could not believe that was her defense.
Was that we've all done evil things?
Yeah, but but like by implicating him as well, like I don't. God bless her.
Man, I feel like a ventriloquist dummy is smarter than her.
Do you think when she
Yeah, because they know at least to shut their mouth.
Do you think when she watched Game of Thrones, she thought the Lannisters were the good guys? They were just a couple that were trying to be together?
They were misunderstood. You know.
Incest is
weird.
Although
and
they had a
little
child through
gross.
incest. So.
Yeah,
But-
three.
Yeah, they had a few.
Yeah. We love that for them. Anywho,
ad time.
What is happening? Lus, what is your at? I can't see Lus's comment.
so that's what's going on over in Denim's world. She has yet to respond to the accusations of her being pro-incest, a fan of incest, perhaps a practitioner of incest. With the way she's defending it, who knows? I don't know either way. But I do have questions that I believe deserve answers. All right. Anywho, let's thank our sponsors and let's get right into the meat and potatoes of the episode here, guys. I want to big a big old thank you to Mood. I love me some Mood. I'm in the mood. Let's check out their website because I absolutely love it. If you guys are in the mood, get weird with it, head on over to Mood. And actually, let me tell you something. If you use code H3, you get 30% off your first order.
Amazing.
Here's why they call it Mood, because they kind of categorize it into the different moods that the product can get you. For example, aroused, hello. Sleepy, classic, happy, energized, chill, soothing, focused, creative, social, anxious. Anxious? Why do they have an anxious category? I'm kidding. I lied about that. That'd be funny though, eh? They're like paranoid, anxious. No, of course they wouldn't include that because why? Because that doesn't do that apparently. Well, you know, kind of depends on you. That's between you and your brain. You know what I mean? Let's keep mood out of it, right? They've also organized it, which I really like, by potency: mild, medium, high, and they even have a hero dose. Listen to this one. They want me to tell you guys. Hero dose rapid onset gummies. If you're in a hurry and you need to get blasted as soon as possible, we've got you covered with the hero dose rapid onset gummies. Powerful gummy designed to kick in fast, lift your mood, and take your buzz to the next level. Made for experienced users who want a strong, full-body experience without the wait. Sour watermelon flavor. Hey! Come on! 30% off with our code for your first order. Sleep gummies. This is something that I think a lot of people get some use from. Sleep gummies, melatonin free. Total. That's good actually, because you want to separate those. For total relaxation and a restful night's sleep, each fast-acting gummy contains functional ingredients known to calm and restore. Bada boom, bada bing, baby. You can see here it says high potency. You can see how many you get. And remember, you get 30% off with code H3 with your first purchase. Yeah. You know, all Mood products are tested by third-party labs and meet federal, legal, and health standards. And actually, this is fantastic. They offer a 100-day guarantee on all products. Wow. Listen, I ain't never had a dealer give me a money-back guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this shit sucks. I want my money back. You've never said to your dealer. Maybe you have. I don't know.
Usually final sale back in the day.
That's what I would think too, right? They also ship directly to your door in discreet packaging. No medical card required, guys. Head on over to mood.com to see what's available in your state. And remember to use code H3 for 30% off your first order. Thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors over at MOOD's Nuts. These gummies.
These nugs.
These nugs. I had one of my work docs I didn't have access to. I still don't. That's all right. We'll sail without them. So it's been a while since we've spoken to friend of the show, Def Noodles. We got a lot to catch up on. So let's bring him out. Yes. Def Noodles for Congress, ladies and gentlemen. and bright stars through the perilous fight. You know the words? You better.
Ramparts we watch.
Yeah.
We're so gallantly streaming, and the
rocket's red blue. I just spilled my water. Yo, I told you guys, don't fucking give me glasses without a top.
Oh my god, dude, that's so funny.
Well,
I'm sorry to be laughing. I don't want. You just messed up your phone, dude.
It happens every episode. It's not as serious as it seems. Don't bring me that glass. You guys know I can't be trusted with a glass with an open top.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest.
Now home of the brave. All right.
Play ball.
So, Dennis, you're here. A lot has changed since last we spoke.
Yeah.
Which was, I mean, several years now, right?
Like 4 years ago.
Was it 4? Wow.
Yeah, that passed by fast, huh?
Scary.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You've changed a lot. You look so much better. Like,
you could say better.
You look great.
Thank you, man.
You
I
do.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And by the way, I do want to.
I did lose like 100 pounds.
You lost 100 pounds?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was getting pretty dire for me.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say this. I do want to thank you guys because at one point in my career, when I was making videos in the back of my kitchen, you guys started shouting me out. You and Trisha Paytas. And that pretty much gave me my start.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
so I'm responsible for this current. You wouldn't be running for.
Well, we differ a lot right now, but I think at one point I just wanted to express gratitude for that.
You know, we were. I mean, we did the Steamies together.
We did the Steamies.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much said yeah for 90% of the episode. I think that's I've seen compilations.
That's all we needed.
Yeah.
Dear old Trisha. So yeah, we obviously have converged quite a bit politically, which is what we kind of want to talk about. But
yeah,
I know that there was some kind of reckoning with your old thing used to be you were doing YouTube drama.
Yeah.
Right? With the cat ears.
Yeah.
And all that kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I look like a furry. Pretty much.
Yeah. You're part the way there.
Yeah.
Are you a furry?
No.
Okay, just
asking. Not at all.
Just asking.
Furry allegations are not true.
Okay. So what happened? Because I'll be honest, I didn't really follow that closely because I saw that there was a lot of people coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I, as your dear old buddy, I saw it was going rough for you, and I just didn't want to get involved.
And I do appreciate that. You did say some kind words at the time. I do remember that. You're like, yeah, I can tell he's going through something. I don't know why this is in your space.
I
speak with my hands. I'm Italian, so pardon me for that. But yeah, I did see that you did say that, and I do appreciate that. At the time, I got to be honest with you, it didn't feel too good going through everything.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, I think it did kind of test how much I wanted to do, work in production and make this, a living off of this. And I did lose a lot, but a lot of it came as a result of my actions. I did 90% of the stuff that people were, coming at me for.
What was the stuff that...
So there's a lot of different things, right? Depends on what you want to talk about. There's obviously like the cringe comedy club stuff.
That I followed.
Yeah.
But that's not like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. It's just kind of cringe. You still doing comedy?
Yeah, we still have the spot. We did a show a month ago.
Oh, yeah.
At Jason Lefkowitz headlined.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing shows. I mean, I do screenings. I have a screening. We're screening this. So there's a group with the Epic Times. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Can I get some more paper towels? Sorry, I'm drenched.
Oh, you're wet over there.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
It's all good. So the Falun Gong are like super persecuted in China. They're
I know them.
Group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of their practitioners do a monthly screening at my studio. So So I've really been working at bringing different communities together and using the studio for that. Not just for comedy. We also do other stuff.
I heard they're a cult.
The Falun Gong?
Yeah.
I think the Chinese government designates them as that. Yeah. They're highly persecuted. It's actually an awful story when you look at it. They're
like Christian, right? Or some kind of weird separatists. Because I know the communists they don't really like religious people at all.
Yeah. No, they're not Christians, but they're their own like religious group. And they're the primary target of organ harvesting. So the organ harvesting problem in China is like huge. And that's primarily what they talk about.
Yes, I totally agree. I thought they were doing that to the Uyghurs.
They do that to them too. Yeah. But the Falun Gong are the main target because they're like a native Chinese religious group, right? And it's very popular all throughout China. And it was popular before the government started coming after them, and it remained popular. It became like a resistance movement of sorts. So that's why they targeted them so much.
I see.
Yeah.
So we got a little sidetracked. So I know, like, how did you end up fighting with all the drama channels?
Oh, yeah. It kind of blew out. So I didn't really fight with all of them. I think there were different things that I did that were very easily, very easy to frame as like the most salacious manner. I made mistakes. I did, like any person would make.
What was your worst mistake?
I think one of them was, so I have to kind of tell the whole backstory. So one of the comedy shows I did, the second roast battle, I was trying to get YouTubers to come out and do a roast with me.
Yeah.
And most of them, they'd agreed to it, then they back out a few days later.
Okay.
There was one guy, Salvo Pancakes, who agreed to do it. And there's another guy who has a podcast. I'm not sure where he lives exactly. Sam Tripoli told me he lives in Arizona. So his name's Red Bar. And he paid for Salvo to go from Ohio to LA like 3 days before. He got him a hotel. He paid for the guy to ride around town in a limo. And he showed up the day of he was live streaming around town. He showed up the day before actually the show. Was like banging on my windows. I had two assistants. Both of them got freaked out and left. And
you got trolled.
I got trolled. I got trolled hard because I was getting bomb threats too. I was getting like all sorts of like different things coming at me. And I was running that entire business primarily by myself. And this guy showed up and he was, at the show, he was being a heckler. He wasn't taking a seat. We were kind of waiting around for him to, I had security there. He wouldn't obey security. So one of the big things that upset a lot of people is when I stepped out onto the stage, I pushed him back to his seat, right? And that got, a lot of the story around what was happening got cut out. And it was just like, oh, Dennis aggressively pushed this guy that he invited to his show. First off, the show had just started, right? Obviously, I'm not justifying it. In the moment, I wanted to just end that situation. Wouldn't do it again 100%. But
you fed the trolls.
I fed the trolls pretty much. Yeah, and that's really where it blew out a proportion.
Leading up to that, I did a little background. It seemed like people were saying there was like you were making like strong allegations against people without doing research and stuff. I don't know how much of that is true.
So there's the James Charles stuff, right? So
he's guilty, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of there's stuff.
By the way, this Friday I'm putting up. It's totally. I'm just very proud of this. So I want to tell people I'm putting up a billboard in West Hollywood. That's a poster. Hey, I pull it up. I'll just show you. Yeah. So what happened with James Charles?
So I don't know how many people remember this. Before I'm banned on Twitter. Before I was banned on Twitter, I had a news account that I would post all these news stories. And it was primarily influencer based. And with the James Charles situation, it was like, there was this kid who was 14 who I think in 2020 posted a video that James Charles tried to fly him out. Right. And then the video and the kid's account like got scrubbed from social media. Right.
I remember that story.
Yeah. And in fact, I think he's come back and posted other videos about the situation since then. But, oh yeah.
This is going up on a full size billboard in a busy part of LA.
It's so crazy how people just like that got swept totally under the rug.
I'm sick of it.
He admitted to it in the video. He admitted to two of them
on the record.
Yeah. And nobody did anything. And he's still on YouTube, still platformed.
So I've decided I'm putting my foot down. No more of this shit. Like we live in the age of like Harvey Weinstein and all these and Epstein, for Christ's sake, and all these people being exposed and excused. And we all go like, how did this go on for so long? How did we allow this?
Yeah, you have a great example. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you. I'm very excited. I think it will be.
Where are you going to put that at?
I don't have the
location yet.
I don't know the location by.
Well, let me know. I want to go see it. I want to go support it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's spread the message. It's an important one.
Let's do it.
So I guess let's just get into the kind of. So we're here to kind of have a debate, right, about politics. I'm imagining. So let's just get right into it. Well, I want to ask you, the politics thing, because you seem to be like very conservative in your views.
Yeah.
Have you always been like that?
So I was always a registered independent. I was always Christian, and my values always came from my Christian morality, right? The issue with that is, and I think a lot of Christians relate to this, there was a time, and I think from around 2016 up until about 2021, 22, where a lot of Christians felt their empathy was coerced, right? Because that's one of the things that we talk about in the church. We preach, right? Love your neighbor, do all that stuff. And there are a lot of people that, in essence, were moved to a side of the political spectrum or to empathize with things.
You think Christians were coerced into becoming left?
Not necessarily left, but just to empathize with certain ideas that aren't,
Like which?
or I'd go as far to say it as though accepting gay marriage, for example.
Yeah.
That's not that's not church doctrine.
Too many Christians are accepting gay marriage.
At this point there are so many. I mean, yesterday I was at UCLA debating, and this girl came up to me and she said that she's Catholic and she's pro-choice. And that specifically, I mean, she can have whatever opinion she wants.
Didn't the Pope change?
No,
he didn't give his.
There's still, and we still do in the Catholic
So
Church.
just to be clear, you are against gay marriage.
So the state has decided it. You know, I follow church doctrine, which is
you don't care. You don't care about law. You care more about church doctrine.
No. I care about law. So that's the whole thing. It's been decided. Obergefell and Joe Biden. You know, I forget what the name of the bill is, but it's been enshrined, right?
Yeah.
It's been it's law.
Yeah.
But as far as recognizing what marriage is, I follow that what God basically said, that marriage is between a man and a woman, and the primary purpose is procreation.
Right. So do you think that it's like is it sacrilege? What's your opinion on like the Supreme Court ruling that marriage anyone can get married?
Well, I mean,
to consenting adults.
Yeah, I don't think the state has a right to define what marriage is, because it's, it has defined it, but I don't think it has a right to do it. That's ultimately what I believe.
But what about separation of church and state? That is a thing, right?
Yeah, so that's how we get to function the way that we're functioning. There's a separation, right?
The state says you can get married.
Yeah.
And then
but I don't have to recognize it. I don't have to personally recognize it. You
legally
can lawfully
you do,
get
though.
married.
Legally, you do have to recognize
exactly.
it. Yeah.
I mean,
like if a gay couple comes in, let's say like this guy who's making a cake, like a gay couple comes in, you got to serve them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's that case is a little strange because there are religious exemptions for certain things.
Yeah, but
in that case, the guy was targeted. He and there are other businesses that have been targeted as well, so that they can create a legal precedent.
So do you think gay marriage should be illegal?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that the law has been defined already.
Okay.
And for example, as a congressperson, I'd be there to represent the people in my district, not to rewrite
Which
law.
is extraordinarily
blue. Yes.
Liberal.
Yes.
So
But there are a lot of conservatives. You'd be surprised how many conservatives are actually in my district. There's a huge Armenian community in Glendale and in Burbank, and they are very conservative.
The Pope apparently he is in support of civil unions for same-sex couples.
Yeah, civil unions are outside of the scope of the church.
So you're cool with civil unions?
I'm cool with whatever the law has defined. So
no. What are you? No, I don't care about.
I don't
law.
have
I'm asking
to personally
you.
Well,
are you cool with civil unions?
If the law defines
No, not the law. You.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm saying I follow the law, basically.
No, but what's your opinion on two gay people teaming up and
so that's
making a life together?
If the law has defined that in this,
do you see what
California,
you're saying?
for
Though?
example,
You're saying you're kind of like comping out from. I feel sharing your real opinion on it because you're saying the law says this.
I've shared my opinion. My opinion is based on Christian morality that I recognize marriages between a man and a woman.
Do you support civil union?
But I recognize that there are laws in place that respect that form of union, and I respect it because I follow the law. That's actually a commandment. That's actually a commandment from Christ to follow the law of the land. When he's talking to the Pharisees, he's given a coin, and he says, "Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Give unto God what is God." Right. So I recognize that, and I may not see it in the same way.
As a citizen, two gay people getting in a union a union. Do you approve of that? If you've got a family member, let's say, or a son.
I mean, I have gay family members. I respect them. Yeah. If they get married, then that's their thing, right? So
if you were okay, I feel like you're a little bit copping out. You're saying the law says this.
Yeah, because I respect the law. I follow the law. I functionally see marriage as as part of a procreative act. I see it as part of building a family, right? And I see it as something that's you make a covenant with God.
Gay people can have kids and raise a family
through surrogacy.
Yeah, or adoption.
Well,
and I mean adoption. I think we both agree is much needed.
I agree. Yeah, 100%.
So is it okay for a gay couple to adopt?
If the state allows it, then that's
See,
what it
you're
is.
doing it again. You're not giving your true opinion.
What's my opinion? My opinion is follow the law.
What's your opinion of the law?
My opinion is that there are laws that...
What's your opinion on the law?
What law? I mean, what law specifically? It's like super broad.
That a gay couple can adopt a kid.
That's outside of the scope of what I'm responsible for. If it's...
Do you think the law is bad? Do you think the law is moral?
My opinion doesn't matter. It's just the law.
Come on, bro. What, are you running for Congress?
Yeah, I'm running for federal office. That means that I'm going to be writing federal law, especially if it's a state law.
But I'm already distrustful because you're not giving your opinion. You're being a very political answer. People are tired of politicians. I don't want a political answer. I want your opinion.
I was just very transparent. I said that my view of marriage is this godly covenant, right? That's what it is. But I also follow the law.
I feel like I'm talking to ChatGPT a little bit.
Because you...
Right? You know what I mean?
Ethan, you're just being funny.
No, I'm not. I'm being serious.
So you can hold two things at once.
I'm asking you for the other one. You're holding two things at once. That's what you admit. So let's separate them. There's the law, which you agree with because you support the law, and let's talk about the other one, which is your personal opinion.
My personal opinion is that a marriage is between a man and a woman is a godly covenant.
Can a gay couple adopt a child? Is that in your opinion?
The law allows it.
You already admit there's two different things. What's your opinion?
Well, if the law allows it, that's my opinion. I mean, it's really
not a conversation. This is not a good conversation.
It's really not that extraordinary of an opinion.
No, I know what you're saying.
Most people are law-abiding citizens.
I'm not asking you to break the law.
I know.
I'm asking for your opinion.
So here's a question:
as a Christian man,
what's your opinion on running a red light? You think you should follow
the
law?
Morally, it's bad. I think morally it's bad, and I think legally it's bad.
Okay. So you want me to qualify it morally?
Do you know what an opinion is?
Yes, I know.
So why are you pretending like you don't know what an opinion is?
I'm not pretending I don't know. I gave you my opinion is based on this godly covenant, on what God has given us.
Okay, but that's different. But you say, okay, well, the gay people can get together, they just can't get married. Can a gay couple adopt a child? Is that moral in your opinion? Outside the law, in your opinion, as a human being?
I don't really know what God says as far as two gay people adopting a child because there's so many. I mean, you read Paul.
So are you saying
you read Paul, you even read Leviticus. It's not recognized.
So are you claiming now that two gay dudes, let's say, can adopt a child? That's okay?
If that's according to the law, yeah.
Come on, bro. I can't have a conversation like this.
What?
Who wants another politician running for office?
But that's the whole thing. I'm giving you. A lot of politicians wouldn't even have this conversation to begin with. They wouldn't come like I'm sure that there are politicians who would come out on the left who would love to talk to you, but there isn't a single politician on the right who would come out to and we're friends, but to a potentially hostile environment in the sense of it being a left.
If you could change the law, would you change the law?
Would I change the law?
If you could. If you could draft that law in your perfect
you're
world.
saying like hypothetical, if I'm president of the United States, I write an executive order?
No. I'm saying you have a super majority. You're like God emperor, like Trump during his first term or second term. I don't know. He has Senate. He's got the House. He's got the mandate from the people. And you can be like, okay, I can change this law to whatever I want. And I know everyone's going to get on board. So what do you do with two gay dudes adopting a child? Does that stay legal?
If it's the will of the people,
it's not the will of the people.
Then I just leave it as is. I'm not there.
So it is okay.
I'm there to serve as a member of Congress or somebody in the body of government. I'm there to serve the interests of my people, not inflict my will upon them. Does that make sense?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And in theory, that's good.
Yeah.
But do you think gay men have a higher tendency towards being pedophiles?
Well, that's a good conversation to have.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because I think statistically, if you look at it, they're not that they're higher percentage-wise as a group, but this is something that doesn't get discussed as often within the community, the level of abuse. So there are different statistics, right? There's, and I've actually brought this conversation up with other YouTubers, and they just refuse to address it. So I do appreciate you having this conversation here.
I'm all
so there are different statistics that show that men, who like minors specifically, they end up, there's a higher level of abuse that happens, right? And for example, I think what was there's one statistic specifically that I cited that's kind of escaping my head right now, but as far as arrested and convicted pedophiles who identify as gay, they had, I think, 3 times the amount of victims, right?
And you're willing to give a child to a couple that's more likely to molest them?
I mean, that's kind of a broad generalization that you're making now, and you're like equating 2 different things.
You say gay men are more likely
That's actually
to be
going with the
pedophiles.
assumption that you just made about gay men being pedophiles. I'm citing I'm citing convicted. I'm citing people who are convicted who had that higher number. I'm not actually saying all gay men are like this.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I mean but that's the implication behind your question.
No, more. You're saying per capita, gay men are more likely to abuse children per capita.
I think that's as far as the convicted ones.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
convicted.
Why would you analyze? But per capita.
Well, if you look, they're also smaller set of the population, right?
Per capita, you know what that is?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter about subset or convicted. I'm just saying, as a percentage of the population, they're more likely to abuse a child.
You're stating that?
I'm asking you. Statistically, that's what you believe.
That's not what I believe. That's just that's a fact. What you stated is a fact.
So then you believe it.
If it's a fact, yes, it's something that's a fact.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we're splitting hairs here. So you think it's okay to give a child to people who are more likely to abuse?
I mean,
them?
you're assuming that every gay man is a pedophile.
I'm not. I'm saying it's a percentage game per capita.
Okay, but in that question, there's an assumption.
No?
Yeah, there is.
It's
that they'll likely
like
be
throwing
placed
the
with
dice.
a pedophile. I mean, look, let's be real for a second. If you have a suspicion that somebody's going to be a pedophile, you're not going to give them a child, right? So that's just period.
Well, obviously.
Now, if you're saying that there's a higher percentage of gay men,
I feel like let's just cut through the bullshit. I feel like in your perfect world, gay men would not be allowed to adopt a child. In your perfect world.
In my perfect world? I mean, like I said, if it's, as a politician, if it's the will of the people, then it's the will of the people.
I'm not talking about, I'm saying in your perfect world.
You're saying if I were just inflicting my will on the people, that I would
in your perfect world,
it.
You know what that means?
Yeah. Well, the world is imperfect. That's a fallen world.
Oh,
we live in a fallen world. I mean, I'm trying to have a conversation.
No, you're not.
Creating scenarios and hypotheticals that are unreal, and you're also like loading it into like an assumption about what I'm going to say.
I'm trying.
That's really what's happening.
No, but this is, especially in like religious and conservative circles, a very normal conversation. Like I feel like if you were having a private conversation with one of your like-minded individuals, you would not be giving the same political answers. You would be much more straightforward about in your perfect world. Not considering the will of the people, not considering the law, would it be okay for 2 gay guys to adopt a child? You're not answering.
Wait, but you said 3 different things in there.
In your perfect world.
So you want to go with a hypothetical?
Yeah, I mean, you're not the emperor of the world, right?
I know, I'm not the emperor of the world. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It's not. There's no perfect world. It's a fallen world.
Bruh.
It's the nature of the world.
This is already exhausting.
What do you mean? I'm being straightforward with you.
I feel like anyone watching knows you're being evasive, but that's okay.
I'm not being evasive. I'm being direct with you. I am. You're creating a hypothetical to try to get me on something that isn't even you're based on an assumption of what you think.
As a politician, isn't it your job to work towards improving the world to your perfect world? If you're just if you're just a surrogate, hold on. If you're just a surrogate of the people you represent, what's the point?
What's the point then of democracy?
Well, are you not looking to enact change?
I'm a representative.
You don't
change how? What sort? Who defines what change is? I'm there to represent the people in my district.
Here's the data.
According to
this is
multiple
great.
peer-reviewed studies and large surveys, gay and bisexual men report significantly higher rates of childhood sexual abuse than heterosexual men. In the general male population, approximately 5 to 10% of men report experiencing childhood sexual abuse. By contrast, studies of gay and bisexual men consistently report much higher rates. According to a 2009 study of gay and bisexual men, approximately 20% reported a history of severe childhood sexual
That's
abuse,
crazy.
defined as contact abuse before the age of 18. Larger survey.
You can't react to your own clip and be like, "Yo, that guy, that's crazy." If it's true.
No, I'm remembering that this clip is from what, 7 months ago, or when is it?
3 weeks ago, brother. How can we trust you to represent us when you can't tell the difference between 7 months and 3 weeks?
Well, because I made the initial video I made was 7 months ago, and then I made a follow-up 3 weeks ago.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, this conversation's been going on for a while, but this data is not shocking. You don't hear this stuff, and you're not like, oh my God, this is crazy. You're not.
Well,
really?
There's two things. I haven't looked at the study, right? Because obviously a lot of studies are influenced one way or the other. But just operating on the assumption that it's true, that gay children are more likely to be victims, that it's very sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
And I think
it's probably, well, so why do you think that is?
Why do I think it's sad?
No, bro, stop. Why do you think gay children are more likely to be abused?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
Let's see if you have an opinion.
Analysis, including data referenced by the CDC's National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey, show that childhood sexual abuse rates among gay and bisexual men are roughly 2 to 5 times higher than among heterosexual men. To put that into concrete terms, folks, heterosexual men report childhood sexual abuse at around 5 to 10%, while gay and bisexual men report rates commonly ranging between 20 to 40%, with some studies reaching as high as approximately 46% in specific clinical or community samples. And that raises a question that is almost never allowed to be asked. Who is abusing these boys? And why is this pattern treated as untouchable? According to research,
so you raised the question. Don't answer your own question.
Yeah, my whole point, and that's why I brought that up. And it's funny that you brought up James Charles as well, because it ties into that. Because my whole point with these videos, it's not to indict the gay community. It's actually to say, hey, this is happening in your community, but a lot of your predators are just going around like James Charles, right? People who literally confess to this kind of stuff, and there's zero consequences.
What does that have to? But you're talking about like statistically, gay men are more likely.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the data
to have been abused and also to abuse.
I'm bringing up the data because it's a conversation that, for some reason, is a taboo. You're not allowed to have.
We're having it right now, and you're the one.
He didn't want to have.
You're the one cowardly not telling your opinion, and I'm trying to have the conversation.
My opinion is right there. My opinion is that this is awful. This shouldn't be happening, and we have to bring attention to it.
So your stance is you want to protect gay children.
I want to protect children. Period. I want to protect people. I want to protect victims, not just children. They're also, they're people who are victims of rape, victims of every sort of crime. I mean, they're people that are being victimized by our county right now. Like today, when I was leaving my office, there were 2 people smoking crack a block away from a school, like right outside the door of my office. Those are people that are first of all, they're probably going to be arrested because you can't do that a block away from a school. And second, these are people that are being victimized.
You can't do that anywhere, technically.
Yeah, but they really only enforce it around a school.
Yeah.
Those are people who have been victimized and just fell through the cracks, right? They've been victimized by the system. So
why do you think that gay men or gay children are more likely to be abused? Because you bring it up like it's something that needs to be analyzed.
Research cited by Psychiatry Online, a study of 377 non-incarcerated pedophiles found that offenders classified as homosexual pedophiles, meaning they preferred male children, young boys, reported abusing an average of 150 children each, compared to an average of 20 victims among heterosexual pedophiles.
That's also awful, by the way. The heterosexual numbers are also awful.
Yeah, but the emphasis is that gay dudes do it more.
Yeah, because there's no conversation around it. That's
Let's
why
have
I
the
believe-
conversation.
Yeah, well, we're having it
But
now.
it's not a
We're bringing
conversation
attention
just to
it.
cite the statistics. Why do we cite the statistics? What is the point,
cite
overall
to
point that you're
say
driving?
that
What do we extrapolate? You do studies and you get statistics so you can extrapolate meaning from it.
Yeah.
So what's the extrapolation?
The extrapolation is, why is Bryan Singer not in prison? Why is James Charles not in prison? Why are these guys who are powerful gay men and influential, in our
So you think
town
gay dudes
specifically?
Gay pedophiles are getting a pass.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. That's the point in that conversation. There's no conversation around it, right? It took 7 months. The first video I made responding to Adam was 7 months ago. This was 3 weeks ago because it took him 7 months to respond, and now we're talking about it here. So it'll force this conversation, even further, which I appreciate. Again, and by the way, I do want to cite this. This isn't to just say that all gay men are pedophiles. That's not the point in this conversation. It's just to bring light how big the issue is and how it goes unaddressed because there's a concerted effort to protect this class of people.
Why is that?
Because they're very powerful.
The gays?
Yeah, gay men in Hollywood are very powerful. Like Bryan Singer's powerful, right?
I mean, no, he's disgraced now. He's definitely disgraced now. He's not powerful now.
James Charles?
James Charles is not powerful. I mean, again, also disgraced.
I mean, you were just talking about Shane Dawson too earlier.
Also disgraced.
I mean, but they're still going around. They're not in prison. They're not seeing consequences, and they're being allowed to continue using their platforms and make big videos, make money. So, there obviously there are several other people who have, not to draw an equivalence here, but there's several. If they were straight, they would have likely lost everything.
I think the occurrence of abuse is probably consistent among men predators. I think the only difference is, for example, gay men who are pedophiles have more access, right? Because they're going to be around.
That's true. They do, because bathrooms. That's a fair point. Because of that access,
So
that means it's even more dangerous. The fact that we don't talk about it because there's no
What do
preventative.
you want to
there's
do?
no
But I
sort of
don't
deterrence.
understand. You want to talk about it. You don't want to say anything.
What do you mean?
What do you want to do? We're talking about it. What
Yeah.
do we do?
We're talking. This is great. We're bringing up now
What do we
scenarios
do?
in the ways. What do we do? I mean, we hold people accountable. We do what you're doing, which is putting your money out there to educate people that this guy is walking around. This guy who confessed to 2 separate cases, right? As young as 14, trying to fly out a 14-year-old. This guy shouldn't be platformed.
Well, I totally agree with that.
Yeah. James Charles, by the way, that's who we're talking about. I just want to make sure.
Oh, I'll make
Said this guy.
Everybody's gonna know
Yeah.
on Friday who I'm talking about. It does feel like it does feel like you have an agenda. You're citing this all. You're targeting specifically.
The agenda is a conversation.
Gay men.
The agenda is a conversation.
If you care, your goal, you say, is to care about victims, children victims.
Yeah,
that's your primary focus. Have you posted any videos about the Epstein files?
I've made posts. Yeah, I've talked about it. I don't know if I've done a full breakdown. Honestly,
Why?
Because there's like 3 million files, and I haven't had I was watching a video summary of it, but I've said this before in videos.
What could be
and
more
in debates.
urgent than that if you're trying to protect?
I don't think I have the authoritative understanding
You
to
have the
really
authority-
break it down.
So you read
And
one
as
study,
far
you
as-
have the authoritarian
No,
understanding.
I cite several studies there. There are 3 million documents on the Epstein file.
You don't need to read all 3 million.
I mean, I think it would be important to have a good
If
understanding.
you want
of
people
it.
to wait to read all 3 million documents, that essentially is running defense for
I'm not-
Epstein.
I'm not saying- no, absolutely
well,
not.
let me explain why. And I'm not saying you
And-
are
but
meaning
I'm not
to.
running defense for. And I've said
Let
this.
me
Can I just
explain-
cite my position on it? Just
The reason
really
I say
quick.
that is because nobody would ever talk about it.
Well, no, I get it. I get that, but that's you're
they have-
generalizing
you can-
it a bit.
but you can search. Just
My
go in there and
position
search.
on Epstein is anybody who's convicted or who's found of it. I say public execution
Okay. Why is that good? Why do you want to publicly execute people?
because we have to deter it. There's serious. There's deterrence
Like how?
and
What's it?
fear.
What public? You want to like hang them in the town
I don't
square?
know. Do I don't know.
It's
Do
a
like
bit medieval, don't you think?
I mean, we do a lot of medieval. You could walk outside in LA.
So you say
There's still pretty. That's pretty. It's pretty medieval. We're not.
I don't see head on pikes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not asking for head on.
Well, what's a
pikes.
public execution?
I don't know. Firing squad.
Do you want to do that in public?
With the politicians and the elites that were involved, yeah.
But public means like in a town square where the public can watch.
If they want to, or we televise it. I mean,
wanna
do you want to
televise-
protect?
you
You want to
wanna
protect? You have empathy for pedophiles?
No.
What are we doing?
Bro, I'm
Convicted pedophiles. You care about them that much?
Is that really what we're getting at? I mean,
I mean,
I've
that's
talked
really who
I've
I'm
talked
talking
at
about.
length about the Epstein files. You're Mr. I need to read all 3 million files.
I literally said I want them executed, and you're like, hey, hold on a minute, not the pedophiles.
You think I'm upset about the execution and not the public execution?
Yeah, I mean, just make
You
it
want
public.
you want to televise execution?
It's a form of deterrence. I think our elites have to be held to account.
You want to televise executions?
Yeah, of the elites. These people there's so many people that have more money than you can imagine and are getting away with more than you can imagine because they have the lawyers to back them up. They have billions of millions of dollars that they can just throw at this problem and make it disappear.
You want to tell, hold on, but yeah, obviously we all agree the pedophiles are bad and et cetera, et cetera. But you want to, and let's set that aside, you want to publicly broadcast executions? Like on like CBS, like Channel 5?
I said of people who are convicted of the Epstein stuff, yes.
And so anyone can tune in, children
if
can
they
watch?
want to.
Children
I mean,
can watch?
of course not children.
But it's on it's public execution.
Okay. So we'll just.
How do we make sure children don't watch?
Then maybe
we're protecting the
figure
children,
out,
right?
This is a hypothetical. Obviously,
no. Public execution is a spectacle for everyone.
I understand.
Children included.
I understand what you're getting at. I understand what you're getting at. We figure out a way to do it where it's kosher.
Tell me.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
but
run
you're in
channels.
favor of public execution. That's like a
Of
really
pedophiles, convicted pedophiles that have abused children, had a child trafficking
fine.
ring. Yes, I have zero empathy for pedophiles and rapists.
Well, why
I don't
public?
care.
Because that seems like traumatic for children.
It's a form of deterrence. Don't have children watch it then. It's a form of deterrence.
How?
Our elites shouldn't be allowed to get away with this kind of these kinds of crimes.
Do you think Vitaly should host the executions on Kick?
Now you're just being funny.
Well, how is it public? No, I'm being serious. I need to dig your brain because I have to say, someone who's genuinely in favor of broadcasting and holding public executions is not someone I would trust to be in office, regardless of how they feel about anything else. That's like insane. That's medieval.
Well, we do have the death penalty in many states.
Yeah, but it's not public execution.
Well, it's a form of deterrence. How else are you going to get the elites?
Hold on. Are you want to walk back the public part? Because execution's different.
I think here's the thing. You're fixating on one aspect.
No,
of it.
that is a big deal.
Well, people, whenever somebody's executed, Ted Bundy, for example, people went and watched his
public.
execution. It is
the
public.
victims, the prosecutor, the state is invited. That is not
Journalists.
That is not public.
I mean, it's public in a manner.
No, it's private.
Invited.
It's literally private. It's by invitation for a very small amount of people to witness. That's not public.
You watch the video covering it. There were hundreds of people outside celebrating that Ted Bundy was dead.
Public.
Here's the thing. There have to be consequences for criminals.
Bro, I'm
never
no.
going to defend criminals, and I'm not going to stand up for people who are brutal, murderers, child sexual abusers, child traffickers. I empathize with the victims. I'm never going to defend or
when
stand
are you
on
gonna
the
talk
side.
about Epstein files?
I'm never going to stand.
Why are you waiting to talk about Epstein files?
Huh? Well, now you're not even letting me finish. You're changing the subject.
Well, you're acting like I'm pro not punishing pedophiles. I want to dig your brain on public execution.
Okay.
Are you walking that back?
No, people have to know what the consequences are.
But you understand that execution of Ted Bundy was a private affair. By invitation, it's a small crowd.
Yeah, it was.
You understand public execution is like on the street.
Now you're making a distinction of what public is, but it was public in the sense that there were people there. So it was still public.
Well, how else are you going to execute them? Drop them in a well?
No,
is that private? No. So how do you privately execute someone if it's public when there's one person
Every execution has been public.
Okay, so you don't know what public means. You don't know what public means. Open to the broader audience.
Open to the broader audience. So that's a distinction you're making.
No, that's not the distinction I'm making. That's what public means.
We're like just fixating on one detail.
No, that's an extraordinary claim to say that you want public execution.
I still don't understand why you're standing with pedophiles. Why are you defending them so much?
That's a crazy deflection.
It's not a crazy deflection. I mean, I've explained why I want them to be public. Number one, I want it to be a deterrence. I want people to know.
Execution's deterrent.
I want people. Let me finish, please.
No, because you're just saying.
Let me finish my point.
Yeah,
1 second.
Okay.
Let me finish my point.
The point is moot because I'm not arguing
My point is there's a group of elites in this country.
Let's punish pedophiles and do it and make a deterrent.
Can I just finish it?
You can, but it's not what I'm saying.
I just want to.
You're shadow boxing.
I'm not shadow boxing.
Go ahead.
I'm laying out my position. This is my position, okay? And why I want it to be public. Because there's an elite there's a global elite and there's an elite in this country that's rich enough and has enough resources that they've been able to get away with every sort of crime imaginable under the sun. And we literally, well, it's like a.
Do you think I disagree with any of this?
I know you don't.
So let's not waste time talking about it. I just want to know
the public aspect. The public aspect.
You want to do a firing squad in public? That's extraordinary. That's an extraordinary thing to want as a politician. In fact, public executions are illegal
for rapists.
So you want to change the law?
Rapists and pedophiles that have gotten away, have molested countless dozens of children.
Yeah, anyone.
And gotten away with it.
Because it's not about them. It's about the public.
How else should Epstein be punished?
You could. So I mean,
if he were still alive,
prison,
how should life in prison? You think that's good enough? The guy molests hundreds of children, destroys their lives.
Okay, let's say execute him, right? But like not publicly, not in a town square with a firing squad, because that goes outside him.
And what's the effect?
Affects
the network
society.
around him. The network around him remains the same.
Okay, listen, you're pro public execution. I think that's crazy. But
No. You're conflating.
That's what you said.
I said in one specific example for the Epstein people. That's it. For
So
people
one
who are
time.
convicted.
So one time. So if you feel that strongly, why are you putting off investigating it?
I'm not putting off investigating it.
Yes, you are.
Who said that?
You're waiting for you're going to read 3 million documents? What are you going to talk about in 20 years?
It's being investigated by people who are more qualified right now.
So talk about the reporting.
Okay. I'll make a video.
But I'm just saying, if you care about the kids, why are you talking about gay couples getting married and you're not talking about Epstein?
That was a specific response to something that he made a video calling me out.
Have you read any documents from Epstein files?
If you got to let me finish one point.
Go ahead.
So he made a video calling me out for helping James Charles get free, right? Because there were a dozen allegations that I shared. And then at the tail end of that, there were 2 that were false that I shared and deleted within minutes of them being posted, right? One kid that shared it as a joke and another kid that just wanted attention. And certain people, especially Adam included, have been using those 2 allegations to exonerate James Charles, undermine all the 12 that came before, right? So that was my point, that we have to have a conversation because people are exonerating people based on 2 outlier situations. They're exonerating people like James Charles. That was the point with why I was making that video and why I was talking about it. Out of context, sure, it could look the way that you're talking, but that was the initial point.
It's called mask off, but I feel like you're keeping your mask on.
I'm pretty mask off right now.
So you're posting a lot of videos.
Am I?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's 2 a day, 3, 4. Nothing about the Epstein files. You have a lot of smoke for the Super Bowl halftime show. How's that more important than the Epstein files? I mean, dude, look at all these videos you made. You haven't even mentioned one, but you.
I was making a video a month for a while, and these are all old videos.
Okay, well, this is a trending story. You've been
for the
last month, you've been posting videos extremely regularly.
I have another channel as well where I talk more about political.
You talk about Epstein files there?
I talk about a whole bunch of.
You talk about Epstein files there?
I may have mentioned it. I know that I had mentioned this before. I've mentioned this before in like debates and stuff when people ask me. This isn't a new position about the what to do with people who are convicted. I didn't just come up with this in the moment. I've been talking about this.
Donald Trump was mentioned 38,000 times in the Epstein
if he's
file.
convicted, he should face the same sentence as everybody else.
Execution.
No politician is above the law, period.
Let's see what you've been talking about. Debating, that's fine. Fact check. Bad Bunny, Super Bowl. Team USA goes woke. Gorilla. You show a picture of Gorilla. Obama. Do you think this was racist, by the way?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The meme in and of itself is like bizarre.
You think Trump's racist?
I think it was a mistake. Honestly, I think that whoever's on his team should get fired. If he posted it himself, then he should just watch the clips before he posts it, because I think that's a mistake that the president can't be doing.
So you've posted a lot of videos in the past 3-4 weeks. So
a lot of them are debates. A lot of them are.
A lot aren't. I just think that if you cared about the welfare of children, you'd at least be interested in Epstein.
Yeah.
You seem to be dodging that issue.
I'm not dodging the issue. We're talking about it right now.
Well, we're not having a substantive conversation about it.
Okay, so let's make it more substantive.
Well, you haven't looked into it at all.
I was watching a video coverage of I think the guy covered it was a 50-minute video. He covered like half of it. He's doing like a 3-part series. So
do you see that the message from Elon Musk that says, "When's the wildest party on your island?"
That was in an email?
Yeah. Elon Musk sent that to Epstein. He says, I want to come to the wildest night on your island. What night should I come?
I mean, that's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. That's the amount of people who are involved in it is something that I think every American should be concerned about, and we have to hold everybody accountable. That's my whole point with it. I don't have like a taste. I don't say that lightly, by the way. I know it sounded like I was saying it lightly,
do me a favor,
but I think every single politician, every single person who was involved with this guy should be held to account. Period.
I think just do me a favor, like in the media you're putting out, you should be. I just think you should look into that more.
I will.
Yeah,
and I appreciate you bringing that up like that.
Yeah,
because this is something that's seriously.
So you say you don't hate gay people, but I don't understand why in all your thumbnails you say gay.
Okay, now
you
that's
called me gay.
I'm
Why?
being funny.
What's funny
I'm being
about
stupid.
that?
I mean,
what's funny about that?
We all went to middle school together. It's like a middle school type.
Are you
thing.
in middle school?
No, obviously not. But it's you know, it's a little like dumb little thing. There really isn't much to think about it.
I mean, it's homophobic, isn't it?
Is calling somebody gay is homophobic?
Yeah, because you're using it as an insult. You're definitely not using it as a compliment, right? You're not saying this guy's gay and that's awesome about him.
I mean, people say, "Oh, that's gay" all the time. No,
not in my circle. I don't know who you hang out with.
I've had
when I was
people,
in middle school.
So here's my question.
Hold on, this is being used as an insult.
So here's my question.
I'm not gay.
Well, no. Here's my question then too, because this cuts both ways. This cuts both ways, right? There's that whole meme that people on the left love to say, like, "Oh, the RNC convention is in town. Grindr just crashed," right? So it's used both ways.
How can you?
Homosexuality is used as an insult both ways, even from the left. So
I don't.
To the right,
for the record,
you don't say that at all.
Call people gay?
You never called somebody
in middle school.
Imply that they were like gay.
In middle school, I'm 40
But
now.
I'm talking about adults, like a lot of people. This is like a meme that happens online, like to the nth degree.
You criticize Trump for showing the gorilla meme, which is juvenile. But if you're making middle school jokes, shouldn't that disqualify you from running for Congress and people taking you seriously?
Is the president disqualified now because he made a mistake then?
Well, I think he is disqualified for long before he became
but he's still president. I think that you can
yeah, but he's been elected. You haven't.
You can have juvenile humor. It's totally fine to have a juvenile sense of humor. It's totally okay to have a juvenile sense of humor and still be able to do your job.
Yeah, but you're doing it at the cost of a marginalized group of people.
Well, who have I harmed with that?
Gay people. You're stigmatizing
I'm
the idea.
Stigmatizing?
Yeah, you're using gay as an insult. Are you really that dense?
Gay people do that as well. The left does that as
you're
well.
Not gay.
Just pointed out.
Are you gay?
No, I'm not gay.
Okay, so do you think that anyone should be able to say the N-word?
People make jokes about straight people all the time.
Should you be able to call people the N-word?
I prefer to not say it, but people can say whatever they want. It's freedom of speech.
I didn't say you can't say whatever you want. Should you be allowed to use the N-word and nobody get mad at you?
Obviously, that's outside of the realm of reality. People are going to get mad.
Because you're doing the same thing. You're saying, well, gay people say it, so why can't I say it? You say gay people use it as an insult.
That's not. I didn't make that equivalence. I said that I said that it happens on the left as well. I'm showing how it happens on both sides.
I don't believe so. I don't believe it does.
The Grindr meme of saying the RNC crashed the Grindr yesterday, Amfest crashed Grindr yesterday. That literally all over the internet.
But there is a lot of cases of gay.
And by the way, whenever I'm
conservative who smoke like meth and
okay, well now you're just that's anecdotal. But here's the thing: I've been doing debates at colleges. They'll go to insult whenever somebody on the left or like somebody who's a little woke comes up to me. They immediately go to calling me gay. So it's always like that.
So you're saying. It's okay for everybody to use a marginalized group as an insult. So where does that stop? Should everyone say the N-word? Because black people say the N-word.
Yeah, I prefer to not say it, but people have the freedom of speech to say whatever they want.
That's not what I'm saying, of course. I'm saying, of course, people can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So if people are allowed to call everyone gay, they should also be allowed to, should people be allowed to use slurs against any group?
Well, then
because this is like
that's a false equivalence because you're also using a word that historically means something. And it's been reappropriated by the black community.
Should you be able to call a Jewish people like Jew, just be like, you're a Jew, like as an insult?
As an insult? Do you take being called a Jew as an insult?
Do you not think it's impossible to use that word as an insult?
I mean, do you take it as an insult? That's my question.
Obviously, it depends on the context, right?
Okay, you probably know that better than I do. So I'm not going to argue with it, whatever your opinion is on it.
So you should. So if people are just like, this guy's a fucking Jew, that's fine.
Yeah,
or if I do an arrow,
and he's not a Jew.
Yeah, or well, I mean, Jews. If you're a Jew, still bad.
They're appealing. You mean that
change gay with Jew? Change gay with Jew. Is that okay?
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be as funny.
Why? What's funny about gay people?
It's just it's not that there's something funny about gay people. It's just there's something funny about just doing that on a thumbnail because it causes this kind of overreaction. It causes this kind of tone policing.
It's not. I'm not policing your tone.
You're 100% tone policing.
I'm talking about the substance of what you're saying. That's not tone
No,
policing.
that is. You have a problem with me just
You know what
putting
tone
an arrow.
is?
You have a problem with me putting an arrow and having the word gay next to somebody. You're clearly offended by that.
Yeah, as I think people should be.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
just calling somebody gay should be offensive?
If you're using it as an insult, as you're using it as a derogatory way, yeah, of course.
But how is anybody diminished from being called gay? Do you think that gay people are lower?
You clearly do, because you're using it as an
How?
insult. If you call me gay, you're like, yo, this guy's gay. What do you mean?
It's just, you were middle school.
So you don't believe in words?
I do believe that's an extreme
gay
extrapolation.
mean-
You don't believe in words?
Mask is on. The mask is still on, eh?
Is it on?
Yeah,
We're
for
still we're
sure.
talking like having a pretty open conversation.
The mask is on, my friend.
Is it?
Why would I want someone doing middle school jokes about gay people in Congress?
In what sense? I mean, people talk about a lot of stuff.
Don't you think someone who represents their people in Congress should be mature and take things seriously?
Do you reasonably believe that
Do you think
everybody,
gay people are
Can I
marginalized?
ask you a question? Now you're changing subjects. Do you reasonably believe that people in Congress don't have a sense of humor, that they don't make jokes, like edgy jokes behind the scenes or anything like that?
Is that what I said?
No, I'm asking you a question because
Sure,
I'm
people
trying
have
to
sense
understand.
of humor.
Exactly.
Do you think gay people are marginalized in America?
I don't think anymore, no. At one point, yes.
One point pretty recently?
Maybe like in the late 90s.
Well, gay marriage just became legal pretty recently.
Yeah, but they were already doing pretty much fine compared to the 90s where they were getting like literally tied up to
Are black people
fences
being
and-
marginalized in America today?
I don't think anymore, no.
No, so we can call them N-word?
If you want to, that's your freedom. I choose to not do that.
Okay. Why? What's the difference between gay and N-word?
You keep bringing back the N-word, Ethan.
Well, I'm using an extreme example to try to
Yeah.
showcase your hypocrisy.
Well, how are you showcasing it? I told you that I choose to not use it. People have the freedom.
Why?
Even before.
Why don't you use the N-word?
Because historically it means something different.
Okay. So say
Historically, you could call you could call somebody gay today, and it still reads the same as in the
you don't think
years
that,
ago when
you
we were
don't think
growing
that
up.
gay was used as a
My chair's going
has a
down.
history. Oh, you got
Where's
it.
where's the thing? The lever. Oh, here.
Right here. Yeah.
Okay. Here we
It
go.
just fell on its own.
It's going down. I feel it like slowly.
We have that.
going
We have
down.
a button in back. Just
You do?
to, just to make you, yeah, to bring your Riz down. Yeah, but the Riz is down already.
The Riz is
mask is
down.
on. The mask
Okay.
is on.
All right, Ethan.
Well, let's move on. Who cares about gay people, right?
Well, you said that. I didn't.
Well, you're you're Brazilian, right?
Am I?
What do you mean, am I? Mask on or off?
It depends. I don't have like the usual like story.
Are you? Is your heritage from Brazil? Were you raised?
Yes, I was raised in Brazil.
So
Do you
why-
want me to
why-
just say? I'll just explain the story. That way it
I don't
makes
get.
sense.
No,
but
no, I just want to say like what do you call like a Brazilian person? Just a Brazilian?
yeah.
What if I start using that as an insult? Fucking Brazilian
So
criminal. Like I'm just like, dude, this criminal's Brazilian.
I mean,
as fuck.
you do realize that I've done like roast battles. I know I get roasted for roast battles as them being bad. I've done plenty of roast battles, and people say, "Oh, you're like a Brazilian rapist. Oh, you look like a Brazilian." Blah blah blah. Like there are a lot of stereotypes around Latinos and Brazilians. So I don't really care.
You don't.
Yeah, because I'm not.
But
not
Brazilians
those
aren't like
people.
marginalized, I guess, in the same way that gay people are.
I don't even know how you would qualify marginalized. I mean, we were just talking about how
You know who's gay?
who's gay.
If you're calling everyone gay,
Mhm.
and I'm going to do a little ad hom.
Oh, you're gonna do
this is
an
ad hom warning.
Okay. Ad hom warning.
This guy's gay.
Oh my God, no, dude. Oh, that's so
No,
embarrassing.
but no, it is kind of because if
No,
you're like,
it is very
this guy's
embarrassing.
gay,
And
then
that's gay. That guy's gay.
So who is gay?
What? I missed that.
sorry, as a soundbite, he said,
Oh.
"Who's gay?"
Who's gay? He's gay.
But like, weren't you kind of pretending to be someone else here?
Yeah, I was playing a character.
You were.
Yeah,
So how do I know you're not playing a character now?
I'm not. I'm being myself.
How do I know? Because you came to our show.
Because I did.
This was a very.
I did an
convincing-
interview with the New Yorker, when New York
After.
Magazine. No, this
After.
was in 2020, and I explained all of it before it even popped off. They like asked me. There's a 2-hour podcast where I explained that this was a satirical character, and for a while people refused to accept it as satire.
I think you think that, but you came to the office
think
as
that I think that?
Well, so you say. I think what you meant is you're just being silly and making jokes. This guy came to the office. This guy presented himself this way for years to make money.
I wasn't wearing the cat ears, or
you were always in the cat ears.
Not here, not in your
not
office.
here, but that was your thing. So I mean, like, why should I believe that you're this guy and you're not just grifting?
Because there was.
In fact, I would rather believe you're grifting than that you're actually like this.
So if I am grifting, I'm not making anything. You can go back to my videos. I'm like the worst grifter in the world because I'm literally not getting any views, and it's been like this for the last 3.5 years since I've been, kind of becoming more comfortable expressing my political, point of view and my cultural point of view and my faith online. I make basically no money online. I get almost no views. I'm as irrelevant as it is.
Now.
No, this has been for the last 3 years consistently.
Well, Kitty Boy fell off, and that's when...
No, I started breaking with that before he fell off.
So maybe you just didn't do the interview yet. But like, if you have a history of pretending to be someone else...
No, I was playing a character, and there's a history of me saying, this is a character, this is satire, and people refusing to accept it. There was also an aspect.
It's a little cynical to pretend to be like this.
To pretend to be that. I mean, I wasn't like. It's not like
Do you think
saying,
audience? Do you think your audience knew you were pretending?
I think once they found out, they were actually part of the reason why it's called Mask Off. People used to write in my comments, "Oh, the mask dropped. Oh, he can't lie anymore," and because they realized that I wasn't that person. And when that happened, there was a break, right? It's part of the reason why I lost so much of my audience because people were like, "Oh, you're not the same person."
You did that after your fall off. You did the transition after.
That happened. So the fall off really happened June. It started increasing like July 2022. I started breaking with that. I think it was like January or December 21, January 22. So when I came here, I was already at odds with it. And I was already starting to move away. In fact, I did a debate where I debated Papa Gut about the comedy around it. And that debate actually... It was a pretty bad debate for me because I didn't come out looking good, honestly, but I uploaded it anyway because I was like, you know what? Like, if there's a misunderstanding about what I'm doing and it being comedy or not, I just have to tear it out like a Band-Aid. I have to like let people see that this is it's at odds with who I am. And I have to just start peeling back and pulling into who I am. Was
lying about your age part of the act? Because you told people you were in your 20s,
but that's also that whole story.
40.
I didn't tell you my age. No. I'm turning 41. Yeah, I'm 85. So
me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to shake my hand? Come on, dude.
I'll tag you up for 85.
Yeah. Well, you worried my hand? You like looked at your hand?
I was just kidding.
Okay.
I was just doing a little hesitation for a joke.
We'll see that on Twitter later for sure.
We'll see that on Twitter. Okay. Anyway.
I think I just got gay.
You just got gay. Oh, I'm sorry. I gave Ethan the gay.
Yeah, but people were pretty surprised when they found out you were not in your 20s.
So this is the thing that started out as a rumor, and I think it was Tommy. What's his? It's the whole thing. Tommy.
Turkey Tom?
No, it was Tommy SFTP or whatever his thing is.
Tommy NC, is it?
Tommy NC. He found this page. I think it was like a famous birthdays page, and it had my age as like something different. And he found a video of me from like 2012 or 13, and it said that I was talking about something different relating to my age, right? And he put that together and he said, "Oh, he's lying about his age." There isn't a public statement that I've made about my age outside of that page.
This guy right here,
that page. So the story around that page.
Yeah.
So initially, when I was reached out by Famous Birthdays, I sent them my actual birthday, 85, and then I had somebody advised me. I was going out for commercial auditions. I wasn't a YouTuber yet. I had like no following. And they were like, "Hey, you're going out for commercial auditions. It could help you to get cast for younger roles if you present your age differently online." Right? And that was it. I didn't actually even see any sort of benefit.
I think you were 37 in this picture, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gay.
So we have, just to recap, a dude who's perhaps gay, perhaps pretending to be gay, lying about his age to appear younger.
No,
we're getting some red flags here.
You're misframing it.
A little real.
No, I never actually.
Flag on field.
I never actually stated my age. I never actually lied about it. That's the whole thing. It was just online at advice from this.
People trolling me about my age have no idea they literally freed me for something I didn't want in the first place.
Exactly.
So you were, but you knew that there was an understanding that you were younger.
Yeah, I knew that the Famous Birthdays page had a different age.
Like many people in Hollywood on the advice of management.
Yeah.
So you were
exactly.
pretending to be 22, but you were 37.
No, this is when I first set it up. I think that by the time that I posted this, I was probably like, it probably said 26 or something. This was before I had a following.
26, but you were 37.
I don't know. The timeline is like funny. So I don't know. I don't even know what year that was tweeted because there's no year. And I've been banned on Twitter for so long. Who knows? And by the way, it should be stated, like, there's no advantage outside of like just me trying to get work as a younger actor. I look younger than I do. Even now, I'm in my 40s, but I consistently get told that I
Just
look
to clarify,
younger.
I said I didn't want my age published. Taylor pressured me to give her an age. I asked if it could be published as 20-something.
And
she would, you know what's, I will point out an irony? That Taylor is such a fucking phony baloney. She's the one that lies about her age. She's old as hell.
Yeah.
She's old and lonely. But I think it's ironic that that she's the one pressuring you. But you did ask her to say you're 20-something.
Well, I specifically told her, and I actually released a recording around that time that showed our conversation. And she is asking me about my age, and I say, look, I just don't want it published. I don't know how it's relevant to the story. I've been advised by my management to just not have my age out there. And she said, okay, can I publish it as 20-something? I said, you do whatever you want. So, and it's actually a recording that I put out at the time.
So you are giving the impression you're younger on advice of your management.
Yeah.
And also you're obsessed with gay people.
Oh my God, dude. Now this is kind of a dishonest misframing here that you're doing.
I'm being a little bit.
You're being.
I am.
It's very dishonest. It's
no,
like,
I am. Granted, I'm not. I don't actually think you're a pedophile, right? I'm just making a point. I'm just making a point that people could see it that way.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I just said I don't think you're, and I admit I'm being
that's
dishonest.
Like you're just like jumping straight to conclusions.
Hold on. I mean, say I'm being dishonest, and I don't think you're a pedophile. I'm just making a point.
There's two different things. I don't hate gay people, and number two, I did that on advice so I could get more work. That's literally what people do. I mean, there's so many. You look up how many celebrities have lowered their age so they can get work. I mean, it's just normal.
You were doing like Kitty Bop, like drama vlogging.
Was doing Kitty Bop drama
Not
vlogging?
Kitty Bop, but you were appealing to a younger audience. You know,
I don't know.
How come you always wore a UCLA shirt? I genuinely thought you were in college. So you were always in a UCLA shirt.
Yeah, so the whole like look around the character, and if you want to pull it up, I can explain it. There's a whole idea around it. I don't know if you want to pull it up, or
I could have someone send me a photo. If you could explain, though, we all kind of here. Let me. Yeah, I have a photo. I'll pull up.
I'll just explain the whole thing. It was a character. I mean, I explained.
Did your audience know that?
They did. I would reference it numerous times. I literally did an interview with New York Magazine before the character even like blew up. Or was
I think a lot of our audience used to watch you. Let's do a poll. Did you guys know that Dennis
that I was a character?
Yeah.
That I was playing a character?
That he was.
I mean, and look, that's totally
15
reasonable.
years older than what he said he was.
Oh my God, dude.
And is that not correct?
It wasn't 15 years younger.
What was it? 14?
I think it was like maybe 10 years.
No.
And it's totally irrelevant to the work. I mean.
Well, she published that you were 22 or something like that.
No, she said 20-something.
So anyway, this man is 37 at the time.
Oh
and
my
you still,
God.
it's true.
I know. It's just the way you frame it. It's just so.
You're sitting in a Minecraft house.
I don't want to call you bad faith, but it's you're like
you
teetering
can.
on a little bit bad faith.
You know what? I'm in full disclosure. I know that. Okay. I'm being bad faith. So I don't want you to feel like I'm actually trying to characterize you in a way that I don't believe you are. I'm just trying to make a point.
I get it.
But you're in a Minecraft house. You got the kitty ears on.
Can I
you're wearing the UCLA
can I explain
shirt.
the whole point, the whole thing around it? So I was shooting these I had this kitchen area in the back of this small apartment that I lived in West Hollywood at the time. And I didn't have a proper area to film. So I set up a green screen very much like you guys did here. And part of the thought process was like, okay, a lot of people have their bedrooms behind them. I don't have a bedroom to showcase. So I just looked up the first bedroom picture. One of these was like a Minecraft image. And I thought.
Do you play Minecraft?
No, I don't. No. And I thought, okay, well, that could be funny because a lot of people do play Minecraft. So that could be funny. The kitty ears, there were actually other headphones, and you can go back in my older videos. I had different kitty ears. That all started because there was one day I just had regular headphones. And one day they broke. My ex-girlfriend, she had left her headphones at my place, and they were like, these stupid little headphones were like, they were actually like bear ears. And the audience reacted, thinking it was funny. So I was like, okay, I adopted that. And then And then I started adopting like the whole like cat in the Minecraft house thing because it tied together. And then the glasses were more like a reference to The Simpsons of like, you know, when Homer Simpson grabs like the glasses out of the toilet and all of a sudden he thinks he's like this genius. So that was a reference to that because I'm saying these like sarcastic and just dumb things.
Why are you always in UCLA shirts?
Because I am actually a fan of UCLA.
I genuinely thought you were in college.
But then just to tie that back in, the college, I didn't wear college stuff all the time. It was a sweater that was left in the old place I lived in. It was a UCLA sweater. And one day I saw the whole thing. I was like, oh, this is great. I'll look like a pseudo-intellectual. And that's
a college student. You think college students are a pseudo-intellectual? I feel
there are
the
a lot of
opposite.
them. There are a lot of them that. Oh my god!
Just in case, for old time's sake, we have a pair.
You're gonna pimp me into doing this?
You want to put them on?
Oh
for
my
old time's
god!
sake? You don't have to, but I'll put. Yeah, let's see.
Here, you want me to do it?
I'd love that.
You love it?
Let's see it.
Oh my god!
Let's
dude.
see what happens.
Hey,
Maybe
if
you turn into a Power Ranger or something.
Oh, jeez, that's so gay. Plus, you got the pink ones.
Yeah, I know you used to do blue matching, but
yeah. This would be so funny if like once I get elected into Congress, like you'll have
come
this.
out. It was all an act. I am actually Deaf Noodles.
No, it's not gonna happen. But it's just funny that imagine if Trump had something like this.
Yeah, I mean he's raped people. That's way worse.
Okay, well I was talking about something silly like this.
I know. Imagine if he actually. No, but imagine if he's actually a convicted rapist.
I mean, Joe Biden also technically molested his daughter too, right?
Is he convicted?
No, but
Trump's
all these guys
convicted.
are pretty awful. I was talking about something light, and now we're talking about rape again.
Well, you were like, wouldn't that be cringe? And I was like, well, he already's a convicted rapist.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you want to put it on? See what happens?
Does the chat want me to do it? If the chat wants me to do it, I'll do it.
You know they're going to say yes. You want to poll?
Just
it's going to be a 9.
For old time's sake.
Have the chat. Ask the chat
Yeah,
first.
let's ask chat.
Ask the chat.
The chat is already all spamming yes. They want you to
If the chat wants me to do it.
Do a poll. Let's give him a finite.
Okay.
It does feel, as someone who used to watch you, and I think a lot of people in our audience did, this does feel like someone who's trying extraordinarily hard to appear much younger. Like the hair, the glasses, the shirt, the kitty ears, the Minecraft.
I explained this in that interview with New York Magazine.
So you were. It was part of the whole thing.
It was an act. It was a character.
Yeah.
And I even did a video where I killed a character.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you kill him? Public?
No,
public execution?
Just shoot him like 12 times.
Unloaded a whole clip.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel about it?
The character?
Yeah.
He's dead.
You hate it? Or so by the way, here's the poll, just to give you the the people they demand it. The chat is 86%. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong poll. Did you know Def was playing a character and lied about his age? 86%.
Oh my God, lied about his age?
Or maybe that's a little bit loaded. That's a bit loaded. It shouldn't say lied. It should say misled.
I didn't even lead. It was just, I never even talked publicly about my age. I didn't make it a thing where I was like, hey guys, I didn't have a video. Hey guys, I'm this age.
You were right, but the outfit was influencing people, right, to believe you were younger. You were playing a character that was younger than you.
I was playing a character, and then there was just this page that had my age. It wasn't like I was saying, hey guys, I'm this young guy. No, and by the way, the age wasn't ever relevant to what I was doing. I was talking about influencer drama and all this stuff. I mean,
that is kind of age relevant. Nobody wants to hear, and I'll speak for myself.
You think
nobody wants to see a 37-year-old man?
Or they watch you.
I know. I'm saying I'm a rare exception. They don't want to see it. Trust me.
They don't want to see it.
People don't want that shit.
They watch Trisha Paytas. Isn't she like also the same age?
Yeah, you're right.
Chat has spoken. 91% want you to wear the earphones.
Okay. All right. I'll put it on for a second, chat. You guys convinced me.
Here's the poll.
Okay.
I'm hearing that they're saying if you do it, they will vote for you.
How many of you actually live in my district, though?
We have a lot of people in California.
You do?
Yeah.
In California. California's big.
I don't know if we could rock the vote, to be fair, but every vote helps, right?
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay.
He's back.
I gotta make it big enough.
You got it bigger, yeah. You got it.
I'm not like I have.
You're a tall guy, big dome.
I have a big head.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
Ready?
There it is. Yeah. He's back.
That's gonna get clipped.
I mean, there's already tons of photos of you with the blue one.
Yeah.
But he's back.
Well, now they have one with me with a suit and the pink. Imagine if they use that as my opponent uses that.
I personally don't think you're even going to make it that deep that your opponent will need.
Oh,
that.
really?
I mean, do you?
I'm running to do it. Why would I not?
Well, because you're in like one of the bluest districts ever. Like Schiff won by a fair margin, and then the person who got second by a fair margin was also a Democrat.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that because I think that's actually important to talk about. So right now we don't have equal representation in this state, right? I mean,
that's
I'm
just
sure
a representation of the populace.
No, 40% of the population is actually
Are you guys
Republican.
gerrymandering?
It's about against gerrymandering.
Yeah.
No, actually, it passed pretty convincingly. Only about 20% or 20 or 30% of Republicans came out to vote. The rest was all like Democrats voting to gerrymander the state. So
no, hold on. Are you pro gerrymandering?
No, I'm totally against it.
Because all the Republican states were doing it, and California was actually the one that had to change its law.
Well, do you know why Texas did it?
Because they're scumbags and hate black people?
No. So it was Joe Biden sued them, and they actually never enforced the law because they did lose. They lost a lawsuit. They never enforced it. Harmeet Dillon got in the office at the DOJ, and she sent a letter to the governor of Texas and said, if you guys don't do your redistricting, we're going to sue you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Biden v. Galveston, Texas. That's the case that led to the redistricting of Texas.
To be fair, I've seen much worse. Not many.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you're in the minority. So I mean,
I am in the minority, and honestly,
especially in LA, in your district.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be an easy race by any stretch of the imagination. It really isn't.
It's going to be a tough
But here's the thing. There are a lot of people that are Republicans or moderates, and they identify with conservative values, and they're just sitting on the sidelines, and they kind of just gave up voting.
So you think
right?
there's a sleeping electorate
100%.
waiting for someone like you?
In fact, the Republicans have actually been registering more people in the state than Democrats.
Right.
They, by like
Makes sense because
thousands of percent. Like I think end of last year, from the middle of last year to the end, Republicans registered about 50,000 people.
Why should they vote
and then
for you?
190 Democrats only registered 190. And by the way, the fastest rising party affiliation is actually no party affiliation. People are going NPPs from both sides.
So why should people vote for you?
Well, because I'm going to hold these politicians accountable.
You're not even looked into Epstein files.
What do you mean? I haven't made a video about it, but I'm informing myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I mean, I've been following it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make a video if that's the whole thing. If that's where you want to bury the thing, yeah, I'll make a video.
I think yeah, of course. Right? I mean, it's important. So, but I mean, I just say that because that's like the ultimate example of holding politicians and the powerful.
I mean, there are several other ways. I mean, there's insider trading. That's one thing that both sides, both parties, that should be done away with, right? Dan, on the Republican side, Dan Crenshaw is for it. On the other side, you have Nancy Pelosi becoming a multi-millionaire with it, right? So that's one thing that has to stop.
I agree. That's crazy business. It's legal, actually. Yeah. Which is the law, which means you should be okay with it. They have a special exemption that they can trade.
That's a little different in the sense that these are people who are being elected to serve, right?
So laws should be changed to fit your moral compass.
No. I mean, do you think it's moral for a politician to steal?
No, but I'm in favor of changing laws.
Okay, so you think then that the law? I know you're referring back to the whether gay parents should be able to adopt.
Adoptees, yeah.
So do you think that should be changed then?
Isn't it currently legal?
Yeah.
No, I think that's correct.
Okay.
I think gay people should be allowed to.
Yeah, but that's a different issue than the corruption issue.
What was your response to that?
As part of government, somebody who's in government, I would want to do away with corruption. That would actually be a higher priority for me
than Epstein.
Not than Epstein. You're putting words in my mouth. You're not letting me finish. Then let's say some law that you were just putting up as far as like gay people adopting.
Well, so I mean, corruption is legal technically, and the insider trading, like there are actually a law that allows it.
It's also legal for Gavin Newsom to fund himself through NGOs. He funded himself with $317 million. I think in 24.
If you don't like Gavin Newsom.
I don't think he's the best politician we have. Definitely not. One of the worst, I would say. One of the most corrupt.
Then why are you trying to look like him?
Boom.
Checkmate.
Come on.
Checkmate, baby. Got him. From cat ears to Newsom hair.
That's good. You got me.
Busted. No, but isn't it a little on the nose, the look? Greasing the hair back and the pin and everything.
I've been doing this look before Gavin Newsom ever did it. And when I was a kid. Oh, maybe he's older than me.
You're dressing like that as a kid?
I was doing this haircut as a kid, yeah.
Flick it back?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pictures of me in middle school.
So you're a patriot. You love America. You're an American citizen. You want America to do well and be well. Like all of us.
Yeah, I want America first.
Do you love Germany?
Do I love Germany?
Why are you wearing an Iron Cross hat? That's
Oh, okay. Now that's a good discussion to have. So what does that symbol mean?
Yeah.
What does it mean originally?
Well, I think all denotation of it is generally just associated with like German militarism. And even today it's associated with the German military.
Well, no, what is it? What's the original meaning of that symbol?
I think you can tell me, but I know the association is almost entirely German military.
No, that's actually a Christian Catholic symbol that was adopted, very much like the swastika was adopted by the Germans.
Mm-hmm.
That cross is a medieval cross that's existed for hundreds of years. And that cross also means it's just Christ on the cross embracing the world. That's why it's like that. It forms a circle. So that cross, you can go in LA today. There's a Maronite church in Hollywood that has that same cross embedded on the side of... I'm not a Maronite. I'm a Catholic, but a Catholic is a Maronite is a denomination.
Is that Catholic symbolism?
Yeah.
Catholics wear Iron Cross?
It's a Christian symbol, yes.
Catholics
so that's what
wear
I'm
Iron
explaining.
Cross?
You can go, there's this Maronite church in Hollywood that you can see that on the pews. In fact, there's another church that I go to, St. Therese in Alhambra. They have that where they're holding the holy water. They have that exact same cross. That's I can also bring up.
So it's a religious symbol?
It's a religious symbol, yes.
Okay.
That's why I wear it. And
Why
you
not
can
just wear a cross?
I have those tatted on my arms. So they're different forms of crosses. Yeah.
Right. So you just collect them all like Pokemon.
I just love Jesus.
Yeah. But there's a clear connotation to the Iron Cross.
I mean, you see what I have there? It's iron sharpens iron. On the side of the hat, it says Deus Volt. So it's...
Wouldn't you want to, especially if you're running for office, avoid any potential like insinuation of like Nazis or German militarism?
I mean, I think this is kind of a double standard because Mamdani goes up there and talks about the Quran. I can represent my philosophical
That's not
ideology.
the Bible. That's the Iron Cross. There's
That's
lot
a
of baggage.
cross that represents Jesus. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's been.
You're not. That's like saying you go up and talk about the Bible, which is different than going and wearing an Iron Cross that has a ton of baggage as a symbol, like a ton.
Unfortunately, it's been demonized as something that it's not. It was co-opted by an evil movement. It was co-opted. Yeah, I'm reclaiming it the same way that black people reclaim the N-word. I'm reclaiming my symbol.
So
that's the symbol of my faith. Yeah,
okay.
Jesus.
But there's other crosses. Why do we need to reclaim that one?
Because that cross is a specific medieval symbolic meaning of Christ embracing the world.
What's the cross mean?
Jesus died on the cross,
yeah,
and it's the cross embracing the world.
But what's the normal cross mean? Why do we need that one too?
Because that's the cross embracing the world. That's the medieval cross.
Is the normal cross embracing the world?
No, it's just it's a cross that represents his sacrifice. That cross represents something different. And that's a very, like I said, it's a very common cross.
You know that when people see that, they think of Nazis though, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. So
I wouldn't
But I'm
want
reclaiming.
that.
I'm reclaiming my. I mean, I'm not going to be scared of something that, like I said, you can go to a church in Hollywood today and you will see that on the side of the pews.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that extraordinary. It's a Christian cross. In fact, you can even see what's her name? I think Princess Catherine or Queen Catherine in Russia had that on her crown.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is a very common Christian symbol that unfortunately has been undermined by the Nazis.
So should people not associate it with Nazis? Kind of hard after. It's just the thing is just like a lot of baggage. Like you can't reclaim the swastika, right? Like that one's done.
I'm not trying to reclaim the swastika. I'm trying to reclaim something that is part of my faith. And you can go, like I said, to churches here today and see that symbol on the pews.
Like you shouldn't name your kid Adolf. You know what I mean? Like it's done.
Oh, the Mexicans do it.
Mexican Adolf?
Adolfo, yeah. Adolfo's a very popular
name. That's not
name.
Adolf.
That's Adolf in Spanish.
Adolfo.
Adolfo is Adolf in Spanish.
Right, but it's not Adolf.
It
sounds different. Yeah, it sounds
in
different.
In Spanish, I'm sure that Adolf is Adolfo in Spanish. It'd be Adolfo Hitler in Spanish.
I'm curious. So
It wouldn't be Adolf.
I guess I'm just curious why, when Tana wore an Iron Cross, you called her out.
Yeah.
You said, "Who could have seen this coming?" Some noticed Tana Mojo's new necklace has what appears to be an iron cross at top of a marijuana leaf. According to the ADL, iron cross adopted by neo-Nazis and white supremacists. However, it cannot be determined as if a hate symbol without the swastika.
Exactly. So mine doesn't have a swastika.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So why did you call her out for it?
Because that was news and people were sending me that and I was sharing news.
So you just share
I
anything?
had a
You don't
news
think about
account.
it?
I had a news account in 2021. You know this. You covered my news
What was
account.
the news?
The news was that people were upset with her for selling that.
And then in modern day, you're like, I think it's a good idea to wear it.
Mine doesn't have a swastika. We've already made that
Hers
difference.
doesn't have a swastika.
Yeah. So I was just reporting the news. This is like getting angry that a reporter said something and it does, and is talking about the news and that they in their private life do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I had a news account. I'm reporting it. Clearly, mine doesn't have a swastika. So I don't think this is a gotcha, really.
I would just feel uncomfortable with people looking at me on this, even if I'm trying to reclaim something. Be like, dude, that guy's a Nazi.
I'm not a Nazi.
I know you're not.
I mean, you just literally.
No, I know you're not.
I'm Brazilian. I mean, how many Brazilian Nazis are there?
I know you're not a Nazi.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't wear Iron Cross.
Well, it's my culture.
What culture? It's German.
I'm Christian. No, it's not German. The Germans didn't create that.
Okay. Reclaim it. It's yours. Just saying. You know people, what they think.
Are you offended by it?
No, I'm not offended by it.
Okay.
I just think it's a kind of a wild move for someone running for office.
Here's the thing. There are different things as far as, like, the Nazis adopted a lot of symbols, okay, that unfortunately have been historic symbols that tie back to Christianity, right? And they've kind of made it where, like, Christians can't exist. Like what?
They fucked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Nazis.
Yeah, I know. And I don't think you do.
Yeah.
What'd you hate about Nazis?
What's not to hate?
How many Jews died in the Holocaust?
Like 6 million? No?
My man. Pass the test. You'd be surprised how many people fail that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do they say? 271?
They say like 100, few 100,000, or my favorite answer is, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into politics.
Oh, we're having a political conversation right now.
Yeah, no, you passed.
Okay.
Congrats.
Yeah. Didn't know that was a litmus test.
I
Now
know.
I'm a homie again.
Well, I mean, you passed is a very low bar, a very, very low bar. So let's talk about immigration. You have a pretty strong stance on, like, I still don't have access to this doc, but I've seen, or here, I think I have. I don't think you make a secret of it that you're pro ICE and you're in favor of these kind of strict immigration laws. So tell me about why you support ICE.
I support border enforcement, and ICE does interior removals.
Mm-hmm. But do you support their methods?
I do not. No, actually.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Because there's a video of you, which maybe you guys can link me. Oh, I have it. Of you kind of like, here, I'll show this.
Yeah, play the clip.
Yeah, I will. I don't even need to describe it. Let's just see what you.
Well, there's, by the way, there's a longer clip of that, but we can talk.
We can pull that up. So this is Alex Preddy, the guy that was
shot,
murdered, and there was a big story a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So here's your take on it.
Now, for clarity, Alex Preddy is seen in this video screaming at an ICE agent, "Assault me," before spitting on an ICE vehicle and then kicking its taillight. And that alone completely undermines the carefully constructed narrative Democrats are trying to push about.
So so you claim it's a carefully constructed narrative that he's a victim.
Yeah, I don't
Do you
think
believe
he was,
he's a victim?
I don't think he was a victim. No, absolutely not.
So then you agree with their methods in this case?
No. Now you're extrapolating to put words in my mouth. So here's
what methods do you disagree with?
I don't think immigration enforcement should be playing out in the streets in the manner in which it is. Now, the problem with the reason why it's happening is sanctuary laws, right? The sanctuary laws in different states is breaking the cooperation between the state and the county, right? Like we see that play out in California. The state and the county aren't cooperating with federal law enforcement to do these sorts of removals. Back before sanctuary laws, they used to go into prisons, right? Somebody would get arrested, for example, right? And they would check their immigration status, and they would call ICE over to do an investigation and determine whether that person should be, removed or not. It was something that played out in prisons, not on the streets, right? And it was safer, and there was a judicial process around it, right? Nowadays, because of sanctuary laws, because that cooperation has been broken, that's why it's playing out in the streets. Because there's, especially especially with the way also our bail system is working, where like you see this revolving door of people just like committing crimes and just leaving, right?
So you think it's a necessary evil of what's playing out?
No,
right now?
I think.
Well, how should they do it differently?
I think we should repeal sanctuary laws.
But like right now, what should ICE do?
Right now?
Yeah.
They're, I mean,
practically.
They're following the laws that were written by Congress.
Right.
By the way, AOC loves to talk about how awful ICE is. She has the power to go into Congress and change those laws and change the way ICE operates. They're following the laws that they've written. So
you do, so again, you're doing the law thing. Because you're saying you disagree with their methods, but you won't say what.
I mean, they're literally following the law as it was.
But what methods do you disagree with? Well, you said you disagree with their methods. You shouldn't be playing on the streets.
Yeah, you shouldn't be playing out on the streets, yeah.
So
I think we could reduce a lot of the violence if it were, if it went back to being.
But what should they do now? Let's agree that that law, the sanctuary laws are bad and should never been put in place. But like here we are. So how should ICE be enforcing now? Are they doing the right thing?
I mean, I don't want to see any American citizen shot if that's what you mean by the right thing. No, I don't want to see anybody shot.
Although this guy, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I didn't say he deserved to be shot, but I did say this guy's an agitator. He's a clear agitator who was there days before. You see him kick the side of an ICE vehicle. I mean, don't you think that that's somebody who's like unstable, who's like attacking ICE vehicles? That's not something normal people do.
Can I ask you a question?
The media frames these folks as though they're just like innocent people just got caught up in the crossfire. But he was there days before, attacking ICE vehicles. It's not what normal people do.
Because when you watch the video of when he was killed, he wasn't being provocative or violent. He actually had his hands in the air. So something he did a few days ago.
I think that's not what I said. That's an entirely different situation. No, that's what happened days ago. Is to illustrate
if he was
what
killed
he
on
is.
that day,
He's an agitator. The day he got killed, that's a whole other scenario.
Agitating. So then why do you bring up?
I mean, he was obstructing justice. He got in between a federal agent and somebody that they were
he was
helping
her up. He had his hands.
No, he got in between. You watched the video.
Is that a death sentence?
I'm not saying it's a death sentence.
Do you think the cop that
killed
him
often
should be charged?
I think there should be a full investigation. Yeah, into exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And I think that if any sort of guilt is determined any sort of way. If it's determined that he shouldn't have fired the gun when he did, then yeah,
he should go to jail.
If it's determined that he made the wrong decision in the moment, but I think a lot of people misunderstand what the rules of engagement are in a situation as with his shooting.
It's not open fire.
It's definitely not. But if they feel like their life is threatened, then they have a reason to do it.
How was their life threatened?
Well, you have 6 exactly, and he's still resisting. He's pushing up. He's obstructed justice. He's resisting. He's pushing up.
And kill him?
See a gun. They see a gun. Somebody pulls it away. Well, let me finish.
Yeah.
They see the gun. They pull it away. By the way, if you look at the angle, like none of the cops.
By the way,
exactly. So you see that the cop walking away, the gun is facing his body. So the cops can't see the ICE agents can't see through his body to see that the gun's been fully removed. Right. So, and then you hear a shot go off, which there's a lot of speculation that the gun, it was a SIG, it misfired. Yeah. So they could have reacted.
No, that's not what happened.
It's not what happened?
No.
You don't think the gun misfired?
No, it didn't go off. It didn't go off.
And you know that for sure?
I'm almost certain, yeah.
Wait, that's almost certain isn't for sure.
Right. Let's just
it could have misfired.
Either way, right, they still shot and killed him.
Yeah.
But the cop took the gun. And he was killed after the gun was removed from his body. So is this a Second Amendment issue? Because he was legally holding a gun, right?
No, this is an obstruction of justice issue.
But if you have a gun on you that it's legally owned, makes you more likely to be killed by the police.
I mean, if you go,
an issue there.
No, that's a bit of a straw man there, because you can have a gun on yourself. Now, if you have a gun and you go to intervene in police activity, That's more dangerous. Would you not say that? That if you intervene with police activity while having a weapon on you, that's more dangerous than not having it? It's dangerous regardless to intervene in police activity.
I agree. I don't think people should be allowed to. I think like security and certain people, I don't think people should walk around with guns.
Oh, we disagree on that, but I'm saying
But if it's an inherent public safety risk.
I'm saying intervening with police activity. If you're intervening with police, stopping somebody, and you have a gun on you, it's going to be more dangerous than if you don't. It's going to be dangerous regardless because you're interfering with police activity, and they'll take you as hostile.
Well, they always say
especially
that it should
if you're
make you safer.
What, guns?
The gun in this case made him less safe.
I think that's, again, you're misconstruing it in the sense that he was intervening in police activity, in ICE activity. These are federal law enforcement.
I don't think he was I don't even think you can make that argument.
Did he put his hands up?
Yeah, we can. You want to analyze?
Yeah, let's play back.
Hold on, we're having a.
Welcome back, everybody. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. We're so back. Ethan's in the bathroom, of course. So we are here. I'm sorry, I do not know how Dan pulls up all the super chats, but we appreciate every single one of you members. Just to give you guys a quick update on some personal stuff. My Bob seat came back, and I'm not dying. Everything's good. So there's that. Yeah, there you go. There's some positivity. Okay, I found super chats. Thank you, love. We have Randall, who said, I just want to remind everyone that German Nazis were Christians. I should read them first in my head. Let's see. Let's find some other ones.
Wow. German Nazis were Christians.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Def, did you need anything to drink or anything? You doing okay?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much, AB. You're the best.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
You guys don't know how hard this guy works.
Thank you. I try. I hear
Everybody here works
coughing.
hard, by the way.
Thank you. I can't read any of these. What the fuck?
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
I can't. It's awkward for me to read them because they're all about the fucking debate.
Just say it. It's okay.
Def, you look slay in those cat ears.
Oh, great.
All right, sorry about that.
All right.
So we are fully back.
We're fully back.
Thank you, guys.
We are
keep
back.
having tech issues. I don't know what's going on.
Can I just mention one thing that I think you'll find interesting? Are you interested at all in like local like politics related stuff? Sure. And have you ever wondered why the Republican Party is so weak in California?
No, I've never wondered that.
It's primarily because of corruption. Like Kevin McCarthy kind of broke the party.
I think it's true that in more affluent and higher educated places, there's more blue representation. That's just in general true, which is why I think blue has more
I think
blue.
there's a little I disagree with that to some.
No, I
to
think
some
that's
extent.
statistically a fact.
Yeah, well, that's not what I'm actually getting at right now. So Kevin McCarthy broke the party, right? Pretty much like bankrupted the state party and the county party, right? That's the story that goes around. But what a lot of people don't know is that the LA GOP, for example, is run by like blue dog Democrats, people who like were ousted or didn't feel like they fit in the Democrat Party anymore and became Republicans. And they basically now they have like this grift where they run, and I'm outside of that establishment. I'm actually anti-establishment.
What does that mean?
That means that I'm not a part of like the I guess the power trust of the LA GOP or the CA GOP.
Anti-establishment, did you want a new establishment?
Not that I want a new establishment, just
Don't you need an establishment?
I mean, in what sense?
I mean, you need a municipality.
No. I think you're thinking broader in terms of government structure. I'm talking about party politics.
Okay.
So as far as I'm talking about like corruption within the political parties and how decisions are made to run certain candidates.
So what's your point is that there's more red people out there hiding in the wings waiting.
Well, no, there's California is I would say it's, and I know you're going to disagree with this, but it's when you add up all the areas outside the metropolitan areas, but even in LA, it's actually a relatively purple state.
No, I agree. I think outside of the the extremely densely populated areas, it's a lot of red.
Well, even in the densely populated areas, you go to Glendale, you go to Burbank, there are a lot of conservatives there.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and that's within LA. That's within Los Angeles. We just had
obviously still a big minority.
No, it's actually pretty close to the same amount of Democrats.
So when's the last time California went red?
I mean, it's been years.
I think Reagan.
No, Schwarzenegger was.
Oh yeah,
governor.
Schwarzenegger got governor.
Yeah, but he was
not very conservative, was he?
But that's the whole thing. He was like a blue dog Democrat who was a Republican. He wasn't really, and he didn't even have the.
So you're saying the ground is fertile.
Well, I'm saying that there is just so much corruption within the infrastructure of the GOP in LA and in California that there's a vested interest in keeping the GOP, the Republican Party, as a losing party. And it's primarily because the leadership makes.
You think from inside they're sabotaging from inside?
Yeah. Yeah. For example, they just.
Do you think Arnold was a saboteur?
No, I don't think he was a saboteur.
Yeah.
I think that he wouldn't have run necessarily as a Republican in any other scenario. He should have run as a Democrat, really, because he kind of just went. Well, and he also he mostly went with the state assembly and the Senate.
Right.
During his, and that was a super majority.
Based on data from 20 to 25, blue Democrat-leaning states have higher average education attainment and household income compared to red states.
Okay. And what's the source on that, and what states specifically?
I think it's in.
So, and I mean, as far as,
but I mean, that's well known. You disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree on it fully, but I do think that
median family income in blue is.
It's not an accurate representation either of what the Republican Party is.
Didn't Trump go, "I love the uneducated"?
I mean, yeah, unfortunately, he said a lot of stuff that I don't agree with.
What, you don't love the uneducated?
No, I do.
You hate them?
I do love the uneducated, but to say it like that, it just sounds out of context. Like,
well, no, that is how he meant it, though. To be fair.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but who cares? We don't need to defend Trump, right? I mean, who cares? That's not even what we're doing here. Oh yeah, we kind of got sidetracked, but I wanted to ask you more about the Super Bowl stuff.
The Super Bowl stuff.
So, do we have an album of the? Yeah, here it is. Here's all the The threads. You like threads? Oh yeah, because you're banned on Twitter.
I'm banned on Twitter.
How'd you get banned on Twitter?
I don't know. They never told me.
Really?
I've been banned for pretty much the last 4.5 years. So they let me back for like maybe a couple of months. It helped me get even more
And then you
canceled. And then I got banned.
That's so weird.
I know.
Someone there probably doesn't like you, eh?
I think so, yeah.
Um,
And you know, I know people who work at X and they've tried to get me unbanned and silence. They actually
You're
they
on,
send
like,
it up the chain.
because he unbanned like Fuentes.
Well, they send it up the chain. They he said he just sent it through the Slack channel and they just ignored it.
I wonder if Elon is just for some reason your biggest hater.
That'd be strange.
Well, you should. If that's true, then you should really be like, you know, who sent Epstein an email saying, "When's your wildest party?"
Go in.
That guy.
Go in on Elon. Just to
As
not
you
win any
should, though,
favors.
as someone that cares about children.
Yeah.
So here's your first. I'll just call it a tweet for the sake of the combo.
Yeah.
So this is Bad Bunny did the halftime show, and you said of this is not assimilation. This is an invasion. Who's invading?
I mean, he's an American citizen. He's from Puerto Rico.
That's why I'm curious what you mean
So
by
the
invading.
context. So that is a whole video that's playing. This is just a screenshot that doesn't show the full video.
You're showing the video. We know
the
the
whole
video.
video. Yeah, well, just so I can explain it in case somebody doesn't know it. But the whole video shows all like a bunch of different flags, and the American flag starts out as a centerpiece, and it just moves slowly out to the back. You barely even see it by the end, and that's what that meant. Obviously, this is a little bit provocative. But there is this feeling in this country, many people have it, that people are just coming in and they're not necessarily, they don't have the interest of assimilating to American culture. We're basically embracing this globalist, understanding of what America should be.
America's
This whole,
always
melting
been-
pot thing.
America's always been a melting pot, no?
Well, not necessarily. America's always had its unique culture. I mean,
which was a a tapestry of different cultures because we're all immigrants.
Okay,
That's what the melting pot means.
That's okay. That's a way to see it.
No,
I
that's what-
disagree. I grew up in
Wait, hold on. You
another
disagree
country.
that
No, America's always had a very distinct culture. And this country has done a terrific job exporting that culture to the whole rest of the world. You go to Europe, you're not going to find something similar
but
to
American
America.
culture is the culmination of all these different groups coming together. That's what's so unique about it. Or if you go to Germany, they're very German. If you go to Japan, they're very Japanese.
There's a difference. A lot of the countries you're mentioning are very homogenous, right?
Yes.
So there's more of a national identity. And America used to have more of a national identity. You go back to the 90s and the 80s, it used to have more of a national identity than it does now.
It's always been a mix. I mean, just by the nature of the definition of its foundation.
But it was always
Country of
kind of
immigrants.
founded in this Eurocentric Christian idea of what the country was.
Yeah, but their whole thing was they were separating from Europe in protest of that church establishment.
Yeah. And that's what made America unique.
So you think the Pilgrims define America?
No, that's not what I said. It's kind of extrapolating it.
I'm just trying to figure out. So what do you mean by culture?
I mean, America has had a unique culture. You go to different parts of the world. I mean, I grew up in Brazil. America definitely has its own unique culture. Nothing like Brazilian culture. My family.
But what is that? But so what's this? I mean, everyone has their own culture.
Yeah, exactly. So we agree.
All right. But like, what's a feature of American culture?
In what sense? Musically?
Anything.
I mean, we have blues, we have jazz, we have rock and roll, we have hip hop. Those are all different.
Who made blues and jazz?
I mean, that was a mixture of African music with European instruments.
European instruments. You can't give credit to black people for.
I just gave credit to black people.
But I don't think the Europeans had anything to do with jazz.
I mean, if you want to make that statement, they're European instruments, regardless of how you think of it.
Okay, so
it's not like somebody was playing the sitar. That's like an Indian instrument.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They came from Europe.
Yeah, those instruments are European.
So they get a little credit.
What do you mean? They made the form of music.
Right.
Before that, most music used to be played on major keys, and then blues. The revolutionary thing about blues is it was minor keys. So,
do you think that? I mean, obviously, that blues wouldn't exist without black folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's an
I
example
never
of
even said that.
our melding of different cultures.
Yeah, so two different things mixed together.
But at what point does it become a problem?
I didn't say it was a problem. I said that America has a unique culture, right? And
but you
right
keep
now
saying
we're
that
being
like it's
stripped.
special.
In this context, it is special. America is a super special country.
I agree.
That's why so many people want to come here.
I love America. I think it's the best.
I also love America.
I'm not an American hater like a lot of the people you see online and leftists.
Well, we can agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
greatest country in the history of humanity, by the way.
Was jazz an invasion?
Invasion of what?
Well, they're Americans making their own culture as Americans. This
I mean,
is a Puerto Rican man with a bunch of Puerto Ricans.
This is a false equivalence because
Why?
this is, well, the demonstration that's happening here are all these other flags superseding the American flag.
But
and he's also got a political statement that he has these people surrounded by sugar canes and making a statement about how America needs immigrant labor in order to survive.
Do you disagree?
I mean, to a certain extent, I do believe that Americans could just, fulfill all the job roles in this country. And I actually think it would have a deflationary effect as far as what home prices and the cost of living.
The problem is you can't force people to do jobs that they don't want to.
No, you're right. Yeah.
And I mean,
and
that's why, and it's true of all societies, why immigration is good.
And look, what I have to say as far as that, America takes just about 1 million immigrants, legal immigrants every year. Mm-hmm. We're the most generous country in the world as far as that. Japan takes about 400 immigrants per year. That's like nothing compared to us. Mm-hmm. England, not even close. We're the most generous country in the world as far as accepting legal immigrants. And yeah, come legally. And also the businesses and the people that are usurping labor, because this is a thing that we should also consider. Somebody who's here illegally, there's this whole conversation about the welfare state and how they use our welfare. There's a whole other aspect. You're basically disenfranchising and exploiting labor.
What's the employment rate right now?
Wait, let me finish my point and we can get to it. You're basically exploiting labor and you're exploiting a group of people that are, by working under the table, they don't even have equal rights.
Well, by working under the table, it actually benefits Americans because they pay Social Security and taxes and stuff like that. And
so illegal aliens. Yeah, go ahead.
So the vast majority of people that work under the table come here illegally. They use fake Social Security numbers and they end up paying into American services while not benefiting. It actually ends up being a surplus.
That's actually wrong. Because they pay about $50 to $60 billion a year, and they end up costing about $150 billion a year. So
I don't think it's the math like
just
that.
in California alone,
I think most economists believe that it's break even or positive.
No, it's about $150 billion a year. When you add up all the resources that they're using, just in California alone.
I don't believe that's true.
Just in California alone, illegal aliens, illegal immigrants used about $12 billion in healthcare. That's
how much did they pay in?
I mean, not even a fraction of that. If they're here illegally, yeah, and that actually sent our state into a state of insolvency. So the state of California is running on a deficit right now.
Employment rate right now is 4.3%.
For the whole country?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I agree.
Yeah, it could be lower. We should get that down to 1.
And so, I think the issue is that if you got rid of immigrants, there's not that many jobs left over. Like clearly, they're not taking that many jobs.
Why do we need illegal?
And by the way, if
we accept,
all low cost labor.
Of course,
so it's not even like good jobs.
So if we're already accepting over 1 million legal immigrants, why do we need so many people illegally working under the table and sucking up our resources?
We don't need it. It's just like there's.
But that's the case that you're making right now.
Well, so there's like an effort to demonize. I think unfairly demonize undocumented immigrants' influence on the economy. Okay. I don't believe that they're a net drain.
The majority of the people who want deportations just want people to come here legally.
I think people should come here legally. So here the issue is like, I agree people should come here legally, right? And if we want more immigrants, we should open up our laws, right? Yeah. But there's millions of people that have like lived there their whole lives. They have roots, they have family, they have all this going on. Mm-hmm. Like, should those people be forcibly deported?
Well, how long is fair enough? What amount of time is a fair amount of time for somebody who's been in this country, let's say for 20 years, to just, set up their situation so they're here legally? If they've been here for 20, 25 years, why haven't they sought to legalize their situation?
So you think deport them?
I mean, why haven't they done that? Yeah. Why haven't people,
probably because, if they're undocumented, they don't even have valid IDs. or a lot of them don't have the
So
means
we have to
or
talk-
the knowledge how to do it.
We have to talk about why that's happening.
Like,
and we
I don't
have
know.
to address that issue. And right now, the only solution is to remove them from the country.
Do you like Reagan? You think he was a good president?
I know he did mass amnesty, yeah, and that's a big issue that a lot of
3
people have.
million people he immediately made into amnesty.
Yeah.
And he brought them out of the shadows, and they all became really productive members of
They
society.
did, and you know that he ended up getting a lot of support with Latinos from doing that.
Rightfully
right?
so.
And there are a lot of
say.
Latinos that are actually very much pro deportations right now as well, because there are a lot of people that saw their family, saw how hard it was for their family to go through the process of becoming legal citizens, and they're seeing people skip the line, and they're like, "That's not fair." We spent 10 years to stay here legally, right?
So this is what's the source for this? But anyway, undocumented Californians contribute $8.5 billion in taxes to state and local communities.
Okay, what's the source?
So yeah, let's find a source.
Is that from the Secretary of State?
It's from the
Do you not believe the Secretary of State?
I'm just asking.
This
what
is the
source is.
Institute of Taxation and Economic Policy.
Okay, can we pull up data on how much they cost the state? Because just last year they cost about $12 billion. They cost $12 billion in healthcare alone.
Ask how much social services use.
Well, you can just look up healthcare. There's healthcare.
Okay, healthcare. I mean, that's the majority.
There's healthcare. There's also schools. There's an incentive.
Why don't
for
we look up
schools.
all of it?
Yeah.
So just look up how much does undocumented immigrants cost the state of California every year. But here's the taxes: personal and business income taxes. So this is people who are basically paying in with a fake social security number. Property taxes, the same. Sales and
and here's another
sales
question.
tax, which
And here's
actually
another-
makes up a
and-
lot.
and here's
of it,
another question. You mentioned the fake social security number. Do we want to encourage that kind of fraud?
No, but I'm just explaining how the money is.
No, I understand, but
generated.
that's you understand how that's also a problem, right?
It is a problem, but in the larger context, because there's this alarmism about like they're costing us so much money, we got to get rid of them. Like the hysteria around it is stemmed from that, which I think is built on a false premise.
Okay, we disagree on that, but
let's see if we can get some. California's projected to spend 8 to 9 billion in state funds on Medi-Cal.
Yeah, that's just Medi-Cal alone. It doesn't include schools. It doesn't include
for undocumented
law
immigrants.
enforcement. Yeah. So just on that, we're already on a deficit just on Medi-Cal.
Well, it's in the break-even area.
Yeah. Well, that includes.
But how's that make us insolvent?
Well, it was $12 billion. There was 1 year that it was $12 billion, and that made us insolvent because the state is just burning through money. After Jerry Brown, we were doing pretty well financially, but Newsom is just like, whoosh, there's $25 billion in 5 years towards homelessness. It just evaporated, right? And that's just on the state level. On the county level, that was about $2 billion. And there's no accountability. In fact, Kevin Mejia, who's the city controller, and he is actually he's a leftist, and he actually wanted to do an audit, and Karen Bass kept stalling the audit, wouldn't let him investigate where the money went.
Yeah,
right?
that's what's interesting about this is almost entirely people working below minimum wage and supporting the whole economy. Like, I've seen farmers in California. Like, I have nobody.
And that's awful.
My crops are going bad.
So that's awful.
But Americans don't want those jobs.
But that's the thing, and that's awful because they're working under the table. They're getting paid below the minimum wage.
4% unemployment is extremely good.
They're getting paid below the minimum wage. They're not getting paid into Social Security. They're not getting paid. They're not getting. How are they going to retire? You have a whole population of people that are going to have to leave the country.
So
it's a human rights
I
issue.
agree,
as well.
but if that was your concern, we would give them amnesty, not deport them.
I mean,
it's a little like having your cake and eating it too. It's like, I'm so concerned about their welfare. Let's remove them
part
from the
of the
only
issue.
country they've ever known.
It's part of the issue. I mean, now you're saying you can't say that about every illegal alien that's here. That's
of
the
them.
only country they've. Most of them? What's the percentage?
I think a lot of the people being deported have lived here for an extended amount of time and have jobs and family here.
I disagree with that.
Oh,
I would like to see data on it.
I guess we'll have to. Yeah. But anyway, let's look at your tweets. We can kind of squabble about data forever, right? I guess the characterization of this as an invasion feels really xenophobic and and geared towards American citizens. That's kind of insane. Like, as far as I understand it, there was one part where he's giving a shout out to other like Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
But he also starts the whole thing by saying God bless America and talking about how they love America.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
So-
we're missing the context of what this is. This is
celebration
by
of Puerto
far-
Rican culture.
Well, this is the stage that this is happening at is the biggest cultural celebration in America. Like 100 and something
So?
million people watch this.
So, isn't that a good time to represent Puerto Rico or like a really
I mean,
vibrant?
he's not representing Puerto Rico. If it had just
sure?
been at one moment he had the Puerto
lyric-
Rican flag, yes, that's one thing. That would have been one thing. It would have been strange regardless, because how many times do you see an artist from California pull up the California flag mid-performance? I mean, you never see Bruce Springsteen waving around the New Jersey flag, right? That's strange.
Well, Puerto
in and of itself.
Ricans have more of a reason to.
I understand that because they're a
represent.
territory and they're not fully a state. But what we're missing here is that he pulled up every other flag.
So that's the problem is he pulled up other flags.
Yeah,
and that's why it's an invasion.
There's a broader message here.
So it
There's
becomes
a
an
broader-
invasion because
there's
he
a-
pulled up other flags?
There's a broader cultural message here, a globalist message about how America isn't really a country. It's like this borderless blob that everybody has access to, and it's not reality.
You think he's inviting them to come into the country? By
I don't think
holding
he's
up the
inviting
flag?
them. He's sending a message of how he views.
Isn't it just a message of brotherhood?
So
Like,
he's-
because I think a lot of the Caribbean islands have a lot in common. They're kind of like very similar people.
Really? You think so?
No,
I don't. I think they have pretty distinct cultures. I think Puerto Ricans and Cubans are very different.
I think they have. I think as a like region, they have a lot in common.
Sure,
And
they
that's why
share the
there's
same
some.
language.
That's why there's some
They share
solidarity.
the
there.
same language, but Haiti is an absolutely different country from Cuba.
Sure. However, I think that I would. That's how I interpret the flag thing, not as like an invasion, not like an invitation to a
Yeah,
flag. Because you say this is not.
It's the message. It's the message.
So do you
that's
think
in there.
Puerto Ricans shouldn't
It's-
embrace their culture? That they were like, I need
Well,
to.
this
act,
is this goes beyond Puerto
I
Rican
should only
culture.
eat hot dogs.
This goes beyond Puerto Rican culture. This is in the opening of the Olympics. This is the middle of the Super Bowl, a uniquely American sport.
But
a
they're
uniquely
American.
ceremony.
They're American. What's not
yeah,
American about
so
them?
why are they celebrating other countries and not America?
Well, it was mostly a celebration of Puerto Rico. They're just not nodding.
No, but why all the flags?
I told you, they're just giving a nod.
Why
to their-
have the Argentine flag, the Brazilian flag, the Dominican flag, every other flag, and America's flag follows behind? If
It
America is a
started with
centerpiece-
God Bless America.
Okay, but then every other
That's
flag
what-
took over. It's kind of a representation of the
Okay,
vision
so-
of what the left wants, right?
So
This
should he have
borderless
it?
country
So he
that's-
needs an American flag on screen at all times.
That's not
to
what I
not-
said. I mean, it's just a matter of like, you have this globalist message. It's a globalist message of America is a borderless country that's up for the picking.
That is really putting an insane amount of interpretation on something that
I mean, I didn't march out 30 different flags in an American ceremony.
here's
This
basically
isn't the opening of the Olympics. This is the Super Bowl.
this is like a message of like we're all one people.
Is that from the same event?
I mean, Canada. You have a problem? I mean, yeah,
Wait,
this
wait,
is from
is
the
that-
same event. Yeah.
So that's how many flags he had there?
Yeah, because it's about- it's
this
just
actually
about-
makes it even crazier.
He starts the thing by making the crowd say "God bless America" before listing other countries. It's about unity.
But you do realize how
America-
strange that is.
No, it's not strange. It's a message about
This
unity.
isn't the opening of the Olympics.
So
we're talking about.
So-
do
so
you
how much-
understand the what we're- like?
So okay. If you can't fly other people's flags in any artistic,
But there's a
expression,
message behind it.
The message is unity.
The message isn't unity.
What's
There's a political message behind it about what the idea that the left has about what America should be. There's a consistent
what?
attempt. There's a consistent attempt to redefine America. We
So
were
you-
just talking. Hold on, one second.
So these immigrants
Let me just say one
dilute
thing.
what America is.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, I'm trying to figure
We
it
were just
out.
talking about American culture.
Yeah.
Right? How America has this unique culture.
Right.
There's a distinct effort from the left to completely reshape America into this globalist vision of this country that doesn't have its unique culture. Right? That's just an
This is how he
amalgam
ended
of.
it with the American flag, American with fireworks, red, white, and blue, and a football.
Well, show the whole image. There's like 20 other flags over there.
Well, that's the focal point. Of
Yeah,
the-
together we are America. 30 other flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, the message is clear. Show the whole image.
Sure. Yeah.
That's like cropped.
I think he's more so talking about like people like you calling Puerto Ricans invaders.
I didn't call Puerto Ricans invaders.
You're saying this.
I said the message around that specific moment is what it is.
So we're being.
It's
invaded.
not about. No, the message around it is it's this globalist message
How
to make America a globalist.
How
country.
should Puerto Ricans assimilate better?
In what sense? They're
call
already
them
they already
invaders.
have a passport. They're
you-
American citizens.
So, but I mean, the The broader point of this whole thing was celebration of Puerto Rican culture.
You're extrapolating from extrapolating from the cultural meaning that he's representing there and trying to tie it to as a statement about an identity, and that's not what I'm saying.
The World Cup is in LA. Is that an invasion?
I mean, the World Cup is a global event. It's very different. It makes sense. The Olympics are happening in Italy right now, and they have
so they can fly flags.
Well, it's a global event. It's different.
Right.
How many countries in the world play American football?
Right. No, I agree. It's a uniquely American, and they're American. That's the part that's so confusing about it.
It's like going to the Oscars and flying every single flag. I mean, it's a uniquely American award show. Obviously, they're doing it now. It's a very global. It became a global
if
event.
a Puerto Rican person is up for an award, they can fly the flag.
Yeah. I mean, it became a global award show, but it's a uniquely American thing. But you do understand how there's a cultural push to make America less of a country with its own identity and more of this global amalgam.
But that's what I don't
nations.
understand about when he keeps talking about identity. The American identity is a tapestry of different cultures. What about this is diluting that? No, answer this. What is it about these people coming here that dilutes
what do you mean these people?
All the flags are the Puerto Ricans. I know. What is it about them coming here that dilutes American culture?
I mean, I'm talking specifically about that message. America has always been a nation of immigrants. We had people colonizing this country, fleeing religious persecution.
Dilutes?
I mean, people should assimilate to the country they come to. You can't just move.
How do you assimilate? How do
I mean, here's an example. My brother moved to Germany. In order for him to be able to even qualify for German citizenship, he had to take civics classes. He had to go through an entire process to learn German culture. He had to learn the language.
Like
yeah, in many countries,
you have to speak English and pass a naturalization test.
Well, yeah, that's a naturalization process in America. Yeah, but we're allowing so many people to come here illegally that we're bypassing that process.
So you're saying they need to speak English, and
we have a unique culture in this country. Mm-hmm. We have a certain way the country's been. That's why so many people
want to come here. How are they
changing
it though? How are they changing it that it's less American? By the way, first flag out of the gate is America.
Yeah, and then it falls back. You play out the whole thing, it falls back, and every other flag takes it.
So America being the first flag isn't good.
America should be the only flag.
Should be the only flag.
Yeah.
What about the Puerto Rican flag?
I mean, he can fly it, sure. He feels pride in being from Puerto Rico, but like I said, it's so strange. You don't see Bruce Springsteen waving the New Jersey flag everywhere he goes.
Yeah, but Puerto Rico and New Jersey.
I know, but I'm pointing out I'm making a distinction.
I think you are really not getting his message, Dennis. The only thing more powerful than hate is love, man.
Again,
and then, by the way, the ultimate shot right here. Here it is. American flag and Puerto Rican flag.
Exactly. So show that last shot that shows all the flags behind him.
This is the ultimate shot where the message
he had the flag together we are America and all the flags behind him.
All right,
not the cropped shot.
Let's move on to the more.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to show it, that's fine.
It's in the Discord if you want to show it.
Well, I just feel like we're talking in circles, which is why. Let me find the whole image. So this is the whole image. I don't know what. I mean, this?
No.
Puerto Rican flag, American flag.
There's an image where he's holding out the football.
Is this not a good image for you?
Together we are America. No,
good image?
I'm talking about a different image.
Fine. Yeah, the one with
the one where he's together we are America. Show it because he's got a bunch of flags behind him.
So that image proves that it's.
Well, it just proves the globalist message around it. It's not an American message. It's a globalist message. That's my critique around it.
An invasion.
I'm not saying that immigrants are evil.
So this one, you say the only acceptable Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show, and it's an AI of him being arrested
and deported. Yeah, that's funny.
Why would he be arrested and deported?
Because he's a Puerto Rican citizen. He can't be deported. First off, he's an American citizen.
So what's the joke?
It's just a subversion of what happened.
If you're running for office,
comedy is subversive.
Right. I think you should probably focus more on being.
If
you want to win, like
you're telling me. So here's the thing. I'm sick of politicians who are not authentic.
This isn't obviously a joke. This seems racist and xenophobic.
No, this is
tweet.
This is a meme that's going around.
You say this is assimilation. This is not assimilation. This is invasion. Followed by a video of him being arrested.
Well, it's not followed. You clearly see the days. This was 2 days ago. The other one was 1 day later.
So they're disconnected.
So I mean, you're making it seem like there's a logical
1 day in between.
Yeah, I mean, this was a meme that's going around. And it's subversive. Comedy is subversive.
So the joke is that he can't be deported?
No, that's not the joke.
What's the joke?
I mean, The joke is he got deported. I mean, that's it.
Why is that funny? Why is that a joke?
It's just a subversion of what happened.
I don't know. So the joke is that he can't be deported.
That's not the joke. No, the joke is that isn't that he can't. It's a subversion of what happened. It's an inversion. You know, you don't have to find.
What did
he
get? What did he get?
That's
deported?
That's why comedy is subjective.
No, it's not a. I'm trying to explain to you that it's not a joke. It's
well,
not
comedy is
structured
subjective,
like a
so
joke.
you may not
can't
find
even explain why it's a joke.
So you may not find it funny, and that's perfectly fine.
It's not a joke.
Okay, well, there are people out there who do find it funny.
What's funny about it?
It's a subversion of what happened.
That's not an explanation of what's funny about it. Give me the premise of the joke.
In what sense? You want me to lay it out?
Why is he being? What is he arrested for?
I don't even know.
You don't even know. So why is it funny that he's being arrested and deported? I don't understand the joke.
It's a subversion of what happened.
That you're talking about why
being
something can be funny, but you're not talking about what's funny.
Being subversive is a thing that usually the comedians do a lot. I'm not saying I'm being a comedian doing that. I'm just saying it's a subversion of what happened.
What's it subverting?
It's subverting the globalist message that he had there. It's subverting that moment that went viral into something else. It's inverting it. It's creating another scenario.
Him flying a bunch of flags, subverting, which means defying people's expectations, is that he got arrested for being a globalist? What is his charge?
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to understand the joke.
It's just the opposite of what happened. It's silly. There's really not that much thought behind it.
That's kind of flippant to say because this is an extremely charged thing to be so flippant about and be like, I just thought it was funny. There's no actual message. I don't care about it. It seems like a huge cop-out.
I mean, people are allowed to have a sense of humor, no?
I didn't say you're not allowed to have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I just want to know why someone who's a hopeful political office thinks this is funny, and then at least explain the joke.
I mean, clearly he can't be deported because he's an American citizen.
So the joke is he can't be deported.
No, the joke is that it's subverting that the Super Bowl.
What's it subverting?
The Super Bowl halftime show. It's subverting it.
What does subverting mean?
He had this globalist message.
What does subverting mean?
He's subverting it.
What does subverting mean?
It means subverting.
What do you think that means?
There's an inversion of the meaning here.
So what's the meaning they're inverting?
What the halftime show was,
which is a globalist message.
Globalist message. Yeah, you're subverting that.
So the crime.
What crime?
I feel like you shouldn't have shared this if you don't really understand it, because I think people are saying we want to actually deport him.
People aren't saying that.
Yes, they are.
Are they saying it?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Especially after you characterize it as an invasion.
Well, then they don't understand that he's an American citizen, and unfortunately, they're misinformed. He can't be deported.
So I think the joke is really not a good, clearly not a thoughtful one. It seems crazy that you would just share this and not even know what the joke is.
I told you what the joke was.
It's subverting.
It's subverting what happened at the halftime show.
Here's a joke for you. I sat down to eat soup. It was cold.
That's funny to you?
Joke? Is that a joke?
Oh, you got a laugh track.
Is that a joke? Is that funny? What's the joke?
I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
I subverted.
Humor is subjective.
Soup is supposed to be hot, but I sat down and it was cold. Isn't that funny?
Humor is subjective, Ethan. Subjective.
No, but it's not really a joke. It's what I'm saying is.
Well, you don't
that's more
have
of an anti-joke because it's so obviously not a joke.
Because you find something not to not be funny doesn't mean that somebody won't find it funny.
Here's a joke. I sat down to eat soup, and then I got arrested.
Okay.
For invading my country. Is that funny?
What's your point? I mean, I heard somebody laugh back there.
I mean, it's essential. I'm trying to understand this joke. It's crazy that you can't
obsessing over it.
Okay, sure. So let's keep going here. Oh, it was just those two? I thought you had a lot more.
It's just a dumb post. Honestly, I'm sure that you would get a lot of people that are upset about it, but you'd also get a lot of people that thought it was funny.
Yeah, I think
it's got 5,000 comments. Like there are people that probably thought it was funny, and there are probably people that were upset by it. That's just the nature of humor. You're not going to make everybody happy.
But humor is like there's supposed to be truth cloaked in it, especially when you're doing politics.
Does it always? I mean,
well, you're doing politics, right? You're not playing around with. You're not making jokes about.
And so now, because I'm a politician, I'm not allowed to be a human being with humor.
You're trying to say something here, and you're copping out.
What am I trying to say? I acknowledge he's an American citizen. He can't be deported. I knew that when I posted this. It's not like I didn't know.
I don't think you're being honest with me about your intentions.
How? I've been honest the entire time. This entire time. It's not because you don't like my answer that all of a sudden it's not honest.
So you're saying it's rage bait to appease racist people.
That's you making a very dishonest interpretation of it.
I'm just trying to understand because you won't tell me.
Oh my God, Ethan, you're so funny, dude.
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to fill in the blank that you've refused to fill in. Because just saying it's subverted isn't an explanation of why it's funny or why it's a joke, right? It's like a chicken cross the road thing. It's like one of those. Why did the Puerto Rican get deported?
Why?
Because he did a halftime show. It's kind of like a chick. It's kind of like
I heard somebody laugh back there.
That's good?
I heard somebody laugh back there.
That's good? But I can explain that joke to you.
Can you?
Yeah.
Explain it.
It's a parody of your post that makes no sense.
Your joke. Okay, see? You can subvert something.
What does subvert mean?
We just talked about it.
I
You keep going back to
I feel like
definitions.
you don't know what that means because you keep saying it, but like it doesn't explain what it doesn't think it explains what you think it explains.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I see you. You've carved out a lot of space for you to say I'm just kidding. Right. That's it. That's useful. For example, you called the halftime show. Let's see here.
Oh, it was slop.
No, that's not what you said.
Oh, okay. It's never been more evident that Americans aren't buying this sort of goy slop.
What's goy slop?
It's a term.
Do you see how you're not defining your terms?
It's a term. I mean, we all know what the
It's a
word
term.
goy. I'm a goyim, right? Technically.
So what is goy
'Cause I'm
slop? But what does this have to do with Jews? What does this have to do with Jews?
I mean, it's not necessarily referencing Jews, but it's
Then
talking
why
about.
did you use the word goy?
Because it's a reference to so in that term in and of itself, there's a power structure, right? Within the term goy and how Jews see Jews and goyim, right? So I'm talking about a power structure of the elites
by the
and
way,
the people consuming it.
I just
now,
want to say for the
by the way, I'm
record-
not saying that the elites are all Jewish. I'm just saying there's nothing to define that. What I'm saying is
That's
that
why you
there's
called
a
it goy
dynamic.
slop?
No, I'm just referring to the dynamic.
By the way, just to correct something you said, goy is not a derogatory term. I know a lot of people.
It's not derogatory?
No, not at all. It's like gringo. It's literally
Okay.
exactly the same.
And gringo is not derogatory?
No, it's not always. Gringo is absolutely not derogatory. I've spent a lot of time in Mexico. Nate, is gringo?
I'm pretty sure the Brazilians when they use it, and most Latin Americans when they use it, they're like they're
gringo-
trying to be derogatory.
It's like saying gay. Like you could say just to be saying it, but if you're using it in an offensive
You're
manner.
being-
You can be
First of all, you're
derogatory
being-
with gringo.
Yeah, you can be, but
Yeah.
it's not always.
Okay. Well,
Nate, do you agree with me? I mean, we have a Mexican correspondent here.
oh, we're appealing to
Yeah.
the Mexican.
I
think
think
it
never
could
used
even-
a derogatory term.
I think you can even use it affectionately. I'm being
love that
serious.
gringo.
So like gay.
I mean,
No.
does he care about it being offensive or
because
not? I mean,
it's
you
it's-
say
I don't give a
offensive.
shit.
Exactly.
I don't
so-
care.
You
I'm
don't
not
care if
offended
you
by
saying
words.
racist shit?
No, that's you putting words in my mouth.
You said you don't care.
I don't care if I'm called a gringo or something else.
Yeah. Well,
I'm obviously using this very specifically to describe power structure.
well, it must be nice not to be a member of a group that can be, you know, a word like that can be leveled against them. Like if you were a black person, you don't think you would care if someone called you the N-word?
Okay. Well, what do you mean? What specifically?
You said I'm not someone that gets offended by words. Wasn't that just like a privileged take?
I mean, there are a lot of black people that don't get offended by the N-word.
Okay, let's find them. Find me one. Maybe one, but like go up to a black people on the street and call them the
No,
N-word.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
that
just saying
because I don't know which
hypothetically-
ones. I don't know which ones get offended
But
by
then
it and
if
don't.
but then so like
But
if
there
someone
are-
gets offended, would you be like, dude, why are you offended by words?
No, they have the freedom to be offended. I'm speaking for myself.
Goy
I'm speaking for
slop
myself.
is an anti-Semitic derogatory term that refers to heavily processed, low-quality, or unhealthy food or other things. It stems from online far-right conspiracy theory circles, particularly 4chan, and is used to describe what proponents claim is food designed by Jewish people to make non-Jews or goyim lazy, weak, or sick. So, do you think that this is a Jewish conspiracy to make America weak?
I'm describing a dynamic, and as I said, I'm not. At no point do I mention Jews at all in this. In my
Hold on, you
analysis.
used the word goy, and then you just went on to explain what goy means in terms of how Jewish people are.
Well, yeah,
hired. Then how
at
can
no
you?
point do I make a statement about Jewish people or
You
Jews
said goy
at all.
slop.
Well, it's served as a way to you describe the specific power structure and dynamic within that, a view of the world, right? That's what I'm describing. I'm using it I'm using it in.
Does goy image conjure the image of something Jewish?
Not necessarily.
Oh, bro, you're such a liar.
Yeah, I'm using it in a broad sense, and at no point do I mention Jews. You can play the whole video. I don't even mention the Jews here.
I know you call it goy slop.
Where do I mention the Jews in my video?
When you say goy.
Okay, but where?
You just explained to me what goy.
There's no
just
criticism.
explained what goy means to me in terms of how it relates to Jewish people.
But there's no criticism of Jewish people at all. I don't even bring up Jewish people.
Using the term goy slop.
Well, I'm using it as a vehicle to describe a specific power dynamic that's not without talking about making it about the Jews.
Just so you know.
It's not.
That's insane.
I'm not talking
dense.
about.
You're being obtuse.
I'm not being obtuse.
Yeah, you are.
At no point in my video do I talk about the Jews.
I know, bro. You called it goy slop.
We're done with it. Nobody wants this. It's garbage. Nobody likes it. Stop playing it and stop trying to force it down our throats. And look, yes, there were a handful of people there at the stadium who were clearly enjoying themselves.
No one is dancing. Not one person.
Yeah, I mean, people did not like that. They don't like that.
By the way,
why were they having that?
You just showed one girl who's like,
There's
but
so many
it's a
clips
performance
like
for TV. I mean, it's mostly for TV. How many people fit in the stadium? What, like 50,000, and on TV,
yeah, maybe 100,000.
Yeah,
no, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so you admit this is a dumb point.
No, this is a point that's relatable to make. I mean,
even though it's completely
I know that the initial number said 130 something million people watched it. The household number is actually during the game. I think it peaked at 48 million viewers, 48 million household viewers, and that dipped to like 20 something million. It was actually lower than Kendrick's halftime show,
which was like the most viewed, right?
Yeah.
So they have
basically
if it's
half
not the most,
the audience dipped during the halftime show.
It's probably normal. Like, I wonder how many people dipped during Kendrick's. Did you like Kendrick's halftime show, or did you think that was an invasion?
I thought it was a little too political.
Right. And so something about being black is inherently political.
No, he was making a political statement. That's you putting words in my mouth again.
What was the political? I'm trying to think back. It was very much.
It was very anti-Canada.
It was all about invading Canada.
He was calling out Drake. So.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
No, but there was a very specific political. I don't remember the whole thing because it's been a year, but he did have a political statement behind it. In fact, people were analyzing it like, "Oh my God, this is such a." He made so many statements. He said so much. I mean,
what's a halftime show you like?
To be honest, I think most of them suck.
Okay. Did you like the TP USA show?
No.
Oh, you said it was awesome.
I said it was awesome?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where is it?
Let me see. Well, hold on. I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to finish this video.
Nobody's dancing because nobody likes this trash. And that reaction tells you more about the moment we're in than any trending
Are you a Bad Bunny fan?
ever could. This is America.
I like his music.
And no. That
you know he's one of the most popular artists in the world.
I do know he's one of the most popular, if not the most popular.
But then why do you say nobody likes it?
I mean, nobody in that stadium was liking it. I don't think most Americans like it.
I don't listen to Bad Bunny regularly, but I thought the show was awesome, just from a production standpoint and from an entertainment standpoint. I watched it with my kids. They have no concept of all these cultural differences, and they thought it was awesome.
So like the 50
when he
women,
when he fell through the roof,
just shaking their ass in front of a camera. That's something that you like having your kids watch.
I don't recall being overly sexualized.
I mean, pretty sexualized.
But like when they fell through the roof, and my son was like, "How'd they do that?"
I
was like, "That was really cool, don't you think?" Like technically.
Okay.
You disagree?
I thought.
Are you criticizing their stage?
I thought there was no artistry behind it at all. I thought it was lame.
That's fucking dense, bro. I don't even think you believe that.
I do believe it. Why would I not believe it?
Okay, so hold on. So, but you're being silly when you say nobody likes it, because
obviously there are people who like it.
Yeah, like a lot.
But
128 million viewers, fourth most watched halftime show.
How many of those viewers are abroad?
Wait, so I thought NFL was a uniquely American sport.
Yeah, but they broadcast it globally, no?
Oh, so now it's a global event?
Well, they're trying to appeal to a different market. Let's be real. Why are they?
So
why
can he fly flat?
Why are they choosing the biggest global act to headline the halftime show? They're trying to appeal to a global audience, and that's part of my criticism.
Let's see. Bad Bunny's one of the most. No, he's popular in America. He's popular in America. I mean, he won like album of the year, right? But
I don't think the Grammys are a good sign of where the American people are.
so who
Fourth
do you
most watched in U.S. history
Fourth most watched?
Yeah,
of the halftime shows. Yep.
but he has a big audience in America.
I'm sure he does. America's a big country, 330 million people. That's if you get 10% of
like,
that, that's 30
But
million.
even
people.
compared to other artists, like he's one of the biggest.
There's a big Hispanic population. I'm sure that they like him.
They've invaded us, and they won't stop listening to Bad Bunny.
Dave, why do you keep calling them Dave? I'm one of them technically. I'm a Latino.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't self-deport. You've invaded my country.
Where do you want me to self-deport to? Brazil?
Yeah, anywhere. Who cares? Get out of here. That's all I know.
They're gonna clip that.
Good. Let them know. Deaf Noodles needs to get out.
Doesn't mean every performance has to be red, white, and blue patriotism, but it does mean you should probably offer something
No
Americans
flags,
actually
damn it.
enjoy.
Did you like Rihanna's performance?
I thought she was pretty decent. Wasn't she pregnant when she did it? I think she just wasn't
So
dancing.
she got
as
a
much.
pass.
No, that's not. That's
Did you
not
watch
about it.
Did you watch the Turning Point USA halftime show?
I watched it after the fact.
Did you like it?
No.
You said it crushed.
Well, I think citing the number of people that watched it because I think
But they had way less. Turning Point halftime show
Exactly.
absolutely crushed the woke garbage the NFL tried to make. So what's your point?
So
You didn't even like
the point
this?
is 5.6 million people watching it.
That's way less.
I mean, for a live stream on YouTube that had to be changed
But
last
had it
minute.
crush it.
They were supposed to do it on X.
But you didn't like the show. You thought it was trash.
I thought the acts were all lame. I mean, Kid Rock is like, I was like 11 years old.
what is that?
But he was singing a song like "Ba with a Ba." I was 11 years old when that song came out.
I totally agree. But like, so what are we complimenting them on? If their answer
So
to
they crush because how often do you get that sort of viewership changing your live stream last minute from X to YouTube?
They were
then
doing
they're
both.
also competing with the arguably the biggest cultural event in America for the whole year, and they were still
crushed.
able to pull in that many people.
what do you think it says?
That to me, that's crushing. You don't think that's crushing? With all the odds against you, you still pull in almost 6 million viewers.
By the way, they were promoting the YouTube one from the start. They just didn't do it on X. They didn't switch.
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, X they got a copyright claim and they had to switch it last minute.
No, they were
And to
doing
to me, they still-
multi-streaming.
Okay.
Well, not that it's really that material, but I don't know if it's. But what does it mean if their cultural, like their tour de force? This is their answer. Is like Kid Rock. Like I mean,
I
that's
know,
the best
but
we got.
Here's something maybe to take into consideration, right? The person who does the halftime show for the NFL is Jay-Z, right? He owns Rock Nation, right? Rock Nation represents the vast majority of all the popular artists around the world, right? And mostly in America too. They all get their touring deals, they all get their record deals through Rock Nation. How many artists do you think would go up against the person who's basically employing them to appear on another show that's competing directly with his show?
So you're.
So I think that a
you have
lot of artists, and it's not a conspiracy, it's just a thought experiment. It's hypothetical.
That's
The same
definitely
way-
a conspiracy.
I mean, I'm thinking out loud.
Well, do you believe it or not?
I'm thinking out loud
Do
about
you
what
believe
could
it?
potentially that they could have a harder time booking, good acts, right? Because most people don't want to go.
What
against,
is it? What does it say about the millions of people that tuned into a ass halftime show like Kid Rock? What a bunch of fucking dumbasses. Terrible taste. You want to talk about culture? Is that's American culture? Then I'm not that fucking proud. If Kid Rock,
I mean, there are definitely
is the best we've got in terms of American culture,
No,
then
there
we're
are better
fucking
people
doomed.
than Kid Rock. I don't know who made that decision. I don't know what involved it. I'm speculating, of course, on why they booked who they booked. But yeah, I mean, if that's the best that the right has to offer or conservatives has to offer,
pretty bad.
It's honestly, if you're gonna go up against a cultural event and somebody as popular as Bad Bunny, you gotta go out guns blazing. Can't really hold back.
Kid Rock.
Yeah,
It's the best they got. That's
He's
their
gay.
man.
He's gay.
Kid Rock's gay?
Yeah.
What's the joke?
Again,
What?
it's a callback
A call back to what?
to what we were saying earlier.
Right. Okay. And what was the joke there?
We're going this now. Now it feels like we're going in circles, huh?
I'm just trying to get meaning. I'm trying to squeeze his meaning out of a dry sponge.
Really? That's what you take this conversation as?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Because I feel like you're being intentionally obtuse in a lot of ways.
How am I being
You're
obtuse?
a smart guy. You know when you're being like evasive and you're not owning your stuff. But like for
Well,
example,
I'll
the
take-
goy
I'll take
slop
the
thing.
compliment. The goy slop.
as a Jewish man who's been spent the better half of the last 2 years fighting anti-Semitism, I feel like I can't let you off the hook
America's
for the goy
biggest
slop.
cultural event of the year.
You don't see how that's anti-Semitic?
I don't refer. I literally don't reference the Jews at all.
See, this is you being obtuse.
But your criticism would land if I had actually said something. The Jews are evil.
So
blah, blah, blah."
just so
Like, I don't even say
tell
that.
me again what's goy slop,
You read the definition.
and it includes Jewish people, right?
I mean, the
A
term
lot.
goy. The term
Yeah.
goy is a Jewish term, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it, goyim, right?
Yep.
Goy slop is a specific term that, yes, it does. It has those roots, but nowadays it's become a meme. It goes beyond that.
I do not know anyone that's regularly walking around talking goy slop who has a genuinely
I mean,
not
I've-
a hateful person. That is like a very anti-Semitic thing to say.
Well, I don't talk about the Jews at all in my video. You can watch it. We watched that clip. There's
Yeah.
no reference of the Jews.
Well, here you have a Jewish man telling you that it's anti-Semitic.
Okay.
Do you accept that?
I can see that, yes.
You do. So you do see it.
I can see, now that you're giving me this definition, that it could be seen as that, yes. So do you want me to go and delete the video? Is that what it is?
No, I just want to know. I don't care if you delete the video. I'm just trying to ask you
So
about
wait,
things
if
you
don't-
believe.
If you don't want me to delete the video, then why are you just
Well, we're having a
making this such
conversation
a
of
point?
We're having a
Because if
conversation where I'm
if you did actually take offense,
Yeah.
then you would want the video deleted.
Okay, delete it. I mean, I don't really care. It has 130 likes.
Yeah, I mean, no
Yeah,
interaction.
but I'm just saying, you know, you're running for office, and this is a in-depth conversation. I'm trying to learn about what you believe and all this kinds of stuff.
I'm very transparent. We've been talking this whole time. I haven't refused to answer a single question. I've been giving you answers to everything. In fact,
you're evading.
How am I evading? I've literally.
Goy slop is obviously an anti-Semitic.
Well,
term.
you're trying to attribute something that isn't even part of the criticism that I'm making here.
I'm having a difficulty believing that you actually don't understand my criticism.
You're like I said, you're trying to attribute something that's not even present in the criticism that I'm doing here. You're trying to characterize the work as something that it's not.
So it's like, it says you watch this and you're like, this is just N-word crap.
I didn't say that.
But if you did, would that be racist?
That's a false equivalence.
Why?
Because you're talking about a completely different term.
It's a racial term.
Yeah. So why don't you just say it right now?
Boy's a racial term.
Say the N-word.
I believe both are offensive.
On equal footing?
No.
Okay. But you can see how one can be used as a meme, which is what it's largely become.
No, because you can't. I don't believe you can. Sure, it's a meme by fucking alt-right, like racist.
No, it's actually all over the place.
I've never seen anybody use that.
You go to college campuses, people say it.
Well,
People
that's
on
not
the right,
good.
Not lefties.
Well, that's really weird and bad, in my opinion. And as a Jewish person, who I guarantee you, there's not a lot of Jews in the room when people are saying goy slop.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not meant to be derogatory towards Jews, so that's why the criticism wasn't directed at Jews.
Well, if that's the case, you should stop saying it.
Okay.
Because as a Jewish guy, I'm telling you it is.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Okay. There it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for listening. You know? What if I said this is a bunch of cracker bullshit?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. The cracker's not that offensive. Are you going to college campuses? Oh, you do. You do the debate me thing. You hear
Yeah.
people talking about goy slop on college campuses?
Yeah.
Oh. That's surprising. You hear any other slurs?
That's a slur, goy slop?
The way it's used, yeah. So it's used as a racial term that's used to insult. So slur.
It's used to insult Jewish people?
Goy slop.
Okay. Is Goyim aren't Jews?
Yeah, but it's basically playing up this stereotype that Jews see goy as less than or to be used.
Okay, so
for
wouldn't a
and stuff
goy
like
be the
that.
target?
No, you're making you're attacking Jewish people for holding these beliefs that like goys are other. You don't understand that?
No, I do see where you're coming from. I'm trying to understand how you're phrasing it because you're kind of like now we're revisiting it from a different angle.
Okay. Let me see this. Let's. I don't know that you. I don't know where else I can take it if you're like not willing to see obvious points. Right? It's kind of hard to take it from there. You know. Do you not see racism?
No, racism exists.
It does.
Yeah.
Who
I
gets
never
it?
said
Who gets it the worst?
Everybody gets it. You think that there's a class of people that don't get it?
No, everybody gets it, but some get it worse.
Like who?
I'm asking you.
I think it depends on who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
The politics of grievance and how those racial conversations have been used to divide us.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we definitely see playing out in different ways throughout the culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you get a group of white European men, Christian, they'll think that they're the most targeted. If you get a group of BLM activists, they'll think that they're the most targeted. I'm sure that you also, pardon me, I'm sure that you also see stuff like this, and I can understand from what you just described that you feel like you're targeted. You don't think Jews are targeted?
I'm not the most, is what you said. The most
Okay.
targeted.
Well, there are definitely Jews that think that they're the most targeted in America right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're talking, kind of circling back to one other issue. We were talking about Alex Preddy.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious, like, if you go back to the Capitol riot.
Which one? January 6th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ashley Babbitt.
Yeah.
So she was attempting to break through a barricade and she was shot.
Yeah.
Did she deserve that?
So there's yeah, I don't think she deserved it, but here's the thing. I don't think that
Did he
she
deserve
should have
it?
been in the building in the first place, honestly. I don't think any of those people should have been in the building.
So did she deserve it more or less than Alex Preddy?
I mean, I think people have a right to life. Their lives have the same worth. I mean, to say that
I guess who is more in violation? Right.
To say that somebody deserves to die more than the other.
Let me
is like
rephrase it.
Weird point.
Like, who was more in the wrong, I guess? Alex Preddy or
They both made choices that endanger their lives.
Mhm.
And I hope that they both knew that the consequences could have been what it ended up being.
I think that's true of her. Actually, I wanted to, we could look at the Alex Preddy video real close.
Uh-huh.
And we can kind of go frame by frame and just, because I'm curious if we're seeing the same thing.
Cool. Yeah, I'd
let's
love
do
that.
Do we have it or do you need to pull it? Okay. Yeah. I'm curious, how do you pay for stuff? You told me you have 2 studios. You still got the
I have a rental business.
Oh, you do? You renting out your properties that you have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also own property that I rent.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Did you get it from the YouTube stuff or?
Yeah.
Good for you. Made some good investments. Entrepreneur, capitalist.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm living like the richest life in the world. Like
it's all passive income, though.
It's been up and down. No, there's some work attached to it.
Hmm.
I'm definitely like for LA, I'm middle class. So
that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your dad have money?
In what sense? Does he have money in his bank account? My dad's retired. He actually, we just had to put him in the hospital recently. So he has Alzheimer's, pretty advanced.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Was he successful in life?
He was, yeah, very successful.
So he had a lot of money.
Yeah, he had money, yeah.
Good for him. Did you benefit from that at all? Not that it matters.
I mean, I got a good education out of it. Yeah.
That's good.
Like,
oh, that's got to be hard, even extra hard to become rich in Brazil, which is where he was, right?
Well, and my dad also came from the northeast of Brazil where like you literally had to drill a hole in the
Scrappy.
ground. No, you had to drill a hole in the ground to get water. So, yeah.
How did he get out?
His family moved down to São Paulo where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
They moved in the back of a truck, I guess. I don't know specifically what the story is around that, but he had 7 brothers and sisters. They all got together and like paid for him. He was the first member of his family to go to college.
In Brazil?
In Brazil, yeah. And then he, for several years, so he worked as an accountant at Deloitte. And for several years, he applied to. They have this like foreign exchange program that they would pay for him. They would pay for the people who worked at Deloitte to come to New York to finish their CPA program.
Mm-hmm.
My dad applied for that, I think, for 5 years in a row. And it just so happened that like 2 months after he married my mother and she got pregnant, he got selected for that program. So then that's how I ended up being born here by accident. I say by accident, but yeah, it's basically that. And then once their work visa expired after my dad finished his CPA degree, they moved back to Brazil, and that's why I grew up in Brazil. So
good for him.
Yeah.
Are you all the investments and stuff? Is that money from him?
No.
At all? No, it's all money you earned. Not that it matters. I'm just curious. It's
I
like a
mean-
biographical question.
I mean, I have my own business. I run my own business.
Yeah.
and I make money. I make a little bit of money on social media. I don't make as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Right. But I have this rental business, and yeah.
I guess I'm just curious, like as an elected official, what's your experience in the workforce?
I've worked several jobs.
Yeah.
I've worked as an editor at Univision. I've worked, I'm an entrepreneur now. I've had this business. So for 4 years.
We love entrepreneurs. in
Yeah.
America.
It's not easy. I mean, I'm sure you know it. You have this whole space. It's expensive.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So Trump is actually talking about ending birthright citizenship. Do you agree with that or disagree with that?
Well, I do think that there's a huge problem with the way that birthright is right now. And that goes down to, there are some aspects of it that there are people that are coming to America on a tourist visa, giving birth, going to maternity hospitals in like LA and New York, and they're giving birth and going back to their home country, and then later using that child as a way to exploit the chain migration system, right?
What do they call that?
Oh, it's like a form of child human trafficking,
like an anchor baby or something.
Yeah,
is that offensive? I don't know.
I mean, my friends sometimes joke around that I'm an anchor baby, but my family isn't here, so.
Yeah, it does seem like you are an anchor baby based on
when
this.
I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old, I was in Brazil, where I grew up with my parents. I was born in New Jersey, but I never really lived there. I was like, I lived there I was born there by accident. I lived there maybe like 2 months, and then my parents moved back to Brazil. And
How many non-UCLA shirts did you have at that time?
I don't know. I have too many. I like UCLA though.
Yeah, you like them more than somebody should who didn't attend.
I mean, I wish I had attended there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a good school.
It is a very good school.
I was born 18 months after me. He was born in Brazil, and I grew up there. Never really lived in America. But I was in São Paulo. We were at the mall, like walking around with my mom. It was me, my brother, and my mom. And
you're going to go into how I got into
I was
acting?
like arguing with my brother over something like really petty.
No, that was it.
Oh,
That was it. Back to Brazil.
But essentially,
I mean, that pretty much is.
you said
pretty
you were
much what I
born here on
explained.
accident.
Pretty much,
And
yeah.
then everybody left, and then you just magically got to be a citizen by the birthright.
Yeah.
You want to close, so you want to benefit from that and close the door on everyone behind you?
I think that's misconstruing what I was just talking about, the child trafficking that's happening.
I mean, essentially, though, that's what happened to you.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I can't have criticisms about our current system.
So what do you propose to do about it? Because you are a great beneficiary of that system.
Yeah. And I think that we need to have stricter control on it, because there's an aspect of child trafficking that's happening. And if you look at any other first world country, America and Canada are the only two countries that allow, straight out the gate birthright citizenship. And it is being abused. I mean, you can look this up. It's being abused by people. And I think it's a disservice. You look at Singapore, for example, even England, that they're having a migration issue.
Yeah.
You need at least one parent to be a citizen, right? And you don't qualify for it immediately. If you don't, you have to go through I'm not sure entirely of the whole process, but you have to go through a whole process in order to get it.
So if Trump, let's say, I know they want to try to end birthright citizenship. So if they do manage to pass a law that does that, will you revoke your citizenship?
In what sense? Retroactively?
Well, I think technically you could be denaturalized.
Retroactively, no.
Oh, so
laws
you
don't
get
work
in.
Retroactively. Unless they write a law where retroactively everybody loses their birthright citizenship, then it would go. I mean, I wouldn't be the only one who lost it. Millions of people would lose their citizenship.
Yeah, let's say that. So so you want to get in the door and close it behind?
No,
you.
I want to stop a system that's being fraudulently used to traffic children. Right? This is actually a directive that even the Chinese government gave their citizens to stop coming to America to go to these maternity hospitals, because we have I think some years we had between 50 and 100,000 people that came here to give birth, and are spending upwards of $200,000 for it.
So, but it's not just pure I don't trafficking or whatever you say, but it benefited you.
Sure, but there's a problem with a system. I can have criticisms of a system that I didn't even have a choice to buy into, right?
It's just ironic that you are a great beneficiary of the system you want to close.
Sure, you can highlight the irony if there's some illegality or fraud that's happening that's putting children's lives at risk. I'm for looking, having a closer examination on how we can have a more fair system that preserves children.
Mm-hmm. It just seems like, by your own definition, you're more Brazilian than you are American. Maybe an invasion.
I lived in Brazil. Yeah, maybe an invasion. I lived in Brazil for many years of my life. Yeah,
yeah.
But I've at this point I've lived over half of my life in America.
So have a lot of people being deported.
Well over half of my life.
Yeah.
Well, different.
Well, you came here, but you were given citizenship wrongfully.
Wrongfully? Is that what you say about every birthright person?
And well, you think the law is bad. So I think it
no,
would
not
be.
That I think the law is bad. I think the law is being abused, and I think that it should be done in a way that preserves children, that stops the fraud and abuse.
Have you ever thought taking a principled stance and self-deporting?
Do you want me to self-deport?
No, I like you here.
Okay.
Like all the other immigrants. The good ones. The
good ones? Who are the bad ones?
There's criminals and stuff who break the law, but not a lot.
So we agree they should be deported.
Yeah, but they're rounding up everybody,
okay,
including American citizens.
And what about children being exploited for chain migration?
It works for you.
My family isn't here. I have no family members here.
I know that's
none of my family.
You don't even have to spend Saturday with your folks. You get all the benefits with any of the drawbacks. You don't think
I miss my family? I wish my family lived here. Being alone in a country for 20-something years.
Why don't you go back?
I love this country.
Oh, why don't you bring them here?
They can't. They don't have visas.
Why? You're a citizen. You can petition. You can petition to bring your family. That's how the chain baby. That's the anchor baby magic.
Well, if it were that easy, then maybe I'll look into it and see. But they also live somewhere else, and they like where they live. So
they do.
Yeah.
No, you can just apply for direct family members. You can definitely apply to bring them over. Do that.
I wish my parents were here. I wish my mom and my dad were here. I miss my family. I really do. I get to see my dad like 1 week out of the year, and it's I don't like it.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Brazil's pretty far away.
Well, no, my parents live in Portugal.
Oh, so they okay, interesting. So they bailed. When did they move?
Brazil's
from Brazil?
Super dangerous. Yeah, they've been in Portugal for 15 years.
Oh, but they're Brazilian.
My mom is Italian. My dad's Brazilian.
Ah, interesting. Do you speak You speak Portuguese?
Falo português. Você fala português?
Yeah.
Fala português?
Does your family speak English? I do not speak Portuguese.
None of my parents speak. No, my mom and my dad don't speak English.
Wow.
My brother though speaks 5 languages.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You should bring him over.
I'll give it a shot.
Invade, baby.
Yeah. Invasion.
Well, I do think you do fit the definition of anchor baby.
That's fine. My friends roast me saying that.
Right.
Even though I haven't really laid down the anchor.
Well, you're here. You anchored yourself.
And the concept of an anchor baby is you anchor a whole family through chain migration. That's why anchor chain. There's no chain behind me. So I'm just an anchor.
Do you have any ideas on how to close the law so that it can't be people like you can benefit from it? Well, hold on. Was the law even intended for someone like you? You were accidentally born here.
My parents were, even within the Singaporean system, I think, which is one parent has to be a citizen. I think I was so qualified because my parents were here on a work visa. But even then,
not citizen.
I mean, you're technically, well, yeah, you're right. I'd have to look into that.
I don't think the law even was intended for someone like you to get citizenship, right?
Birthright?
Yeah. I don't even
Was
think,
it?
No, because
then how did I get it?
No, you did get it because it's the law. But your family was here visiting on
no, they
temporarily.
Weren't visiting.
They were temporarily working.
My dad was working and going to college here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not citizens. And their intention was to go back.
They had a green card. They were I don't know what is that called?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're not sure because you said they have a work visa.
My dad was here working for Deloitte.
That's not a green card.
What is it then?
Do you not know what a green card is?
What's a green card? I don't know.
That's really that's interesting that you.
Well, explain it to me.
Well, it's just the legal status. You can live here.
Yeah.
It's not a work
visa.
It's a full legal residential status.
So there's a difference. Okay.
There's a big difference.
Okay. See, I'm not above admitting that there's certain things that I don't know to the fullest extent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to educate myself. That's totally fine.
Right. I mean, if you're taking such a strong stance on immigration and stuff, that's pretty fundamental.
As far as knowing every single detail and every single distinction?
No.
I'm not making arguments about green cards. I was talking about my parents' specific status when I was born here.
Yeah.
And what birthright is. And then discussing other models, like the Singaporean model.
I mean, the green card is like the most basic.
Yeah, and you only get that after you get naturalized.
No, you can get it while not being a citizen.
See,
for example, if I live, so like I brought my wife over here on a green card and then she became a citizen after a few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I had a different understanding of what it was, and you've helped me understand it better.
Okay. Well, that's good. So do you have any ideas on how to close the loophole so that people can still like families that are here can still benefit it in the intended way, but also to stop quote unquote anchor babies from happening?
Yeah. I mean, I think if one parent is a citizen, I think that would be one way to do it.
So you would not be a citizen in that case?
Retroactively, yeah, I wouldn't qualify.
But isn't that sad to close the door on you? Like if this law that you think is just happened obviously before you visited.
You're making an emotional appeal about something that I'm just looking at as far as legal dynamics and how to fix a system that's
It is
broken.
an emotional appeal.
Yeah. So I'm looking at a system that's broken, that's being abused with fraud, right? And I'm looking at ways to make it a more fair system so that we can stop child trafficking.
It is an emotional appeal, and I do think that is where I'm trying to appeal to you, because I don't know if you can just imagine a world where the laws you're advocating would result in you not being able to be a citizen here. You'd be in Brazil.
Retroactively.
I know, but theoretically, if that law was passed before you came here, or kids, that are becoming citizens today that wouldn't get it by your own advocacy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm advocating for a system that would actually protect them from being abused by a system. In what way?
You wouldn't be a citizen. You wouldn't be here if the law was what you think is just.
Well,
and you love this country. You love being here.
Yeah.
So like that worked out. You're an entrepreneur. You're a hardworking American. You love the country. You want the best for it. It's just a shame that someone like you, so industrious and country loving, wouldn't be here. Right.
The point is, how do you protect the children that are being used to exploit the system?
Right.
That's the point around what I'm talking about. I'm more focused on protecting those children than protecting my own status. That's what that comes down to. Okay.
So you will self-deport.
If you want me to, Ethan, I will self-deport.
You'll do that for me? I don't want you to.
I'll leave. Okay. I'll get out. Okay?
I do not want you to self-deport.
Oh, you're talking about it enough where I'm starting to think, oh, Ethan wants me to go.
No. Everybody's welcome.
Okay.
I'm flying all the flags.
You sure? Okay. There you go.
I'm a Jewish globalist. Do you believe Jews are overrepresented in powerful positions in America?
I think that there's definitely different groups. I mean, there are a lot of Christians that run things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Jews that run things.
Yeah.
Per capita, would you say that Jews run more things? There are more Jews running things?
Per capita? Well, there's not a lot of them here. Would you say that?
I'm asking you.
Are we doing a chicken off?
Yeah.
So you're not being honest.
Give
me your opinion.
I asked you a question. I mean,
I asked first.
Yeah.
You're scared to answer.
I'm not scared to answer it.
You're scared of the Jewish cabal?
So, should I be scared?
We'll find out.
You're Jewish.
Depends on your answer.
Depends on my answer. Will my life be over? Am I going to be labeled an anti-Semite depending on the answer?
That already happened from the Goy slop.
Oh, okay, so I'm an anti-Semite.
I mean, you definitely have a blind spot.
Well,
I'd say.
how could I be an anti-Semite and be talking to you and respect you? We're having a respectful conversation.
No, I don't. I said you have a blind spot. I don't think you're anti-Semite. I think you have a blind spot.
Well, I appreciate that because there are a lot of people that are going to run to that conclusion and label me an anti-Semite. I'm sure you're aware.
Well, I think you made the point. Like, we're sitting together and we've been friends. We've had a respectful relationship. So I don't think you consciously hate Jewish people, right? I don't think that's anything that goes. But like I said, I just think you have a blind spot where you think saying Goy slop or something like that is just like harmless.
Okay.
Right. But what's more American than racism? Right? Let's go. Let's go right
There
now.
you go, Ethan. There you go. Did I hurt your hand?
I caught on your watch.
You caught on my watch?
That's
I'm sorry.
a big ass watch, by the way.
Yeah,
What is
it's
that?
dead. It's an
Oh,
Apple
no.
watch. It just died.
Bad battery.
Ran out of battery. Yeah.
You know anything about? Are you into watches?
Is that an expensive watch? I'm sure it is. You wouldn't be talking about
It's
it.
a nice one.
Yeah. How much is it?
How are you gonna get into politics and not know about watches?
How much is that watch?
I'm not saying.
Okay. You don't want people to take it.
I don't want. No.
You better have those in a safe then.
You know what we're having? Yeah, Zach pointed out. I do. I have them in a safe.
Okay.
Jew talk. We have watch talk.
You have watch talk?
Will you return here for anti-Semitic sensitivity training?
How about we phrase that differently?
How about a sensitivity
How
training?
about
Racial sensitivity.
No, how about Jewish cultural enrichment?
That sounds worse, but I'll do that.
Okay. you
That
wanna do
almost sounds like Clockwork Orange. Listen. So
You want to do Jewish cultural enrichment? I'll do it.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. You've been very amendable. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming here. We've been talking for a while.
Really? How long was that?
3 hours?
Episode's going on 3.5 hours.
3 hours.
Oh, wow. It went by fast, eh?
Yeah. Good
Well,
time.
I got to be honest with you. We were talking about this when the stream went down, that I do appreciate that we can have this conversation, like be on opposite sides of the political spectrum and
I
be able
agree.
to talk this out, because the everything is so polarized nowadays, and we're just pushed to be so divided that I think it's really important for people to see people coming together and having conversations.
I
Like
totally agree. We shouldn't want to like kill each other.
we all live in this country. We love this country.
Totally agree.
Yeah, and I want to see it for the best. I think that we all see the same problems, and we just have different solutions for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can just start talking things out without as much of like,
Well, that's a
bring
big
the tone down,
different
not the tone,
solutions,
the
though.
temperature.
Like, I mean, Hitler had different solutions. Sorry, I'm being a stupid.
Oh yeah, you
the
went
final
you went
solution,
way out.
Like
Yeah.
the final solution
I'm talking
wasn't
about,
a good one.
I'm talking about like
I'm
we
kidding.
recognize that there's a problem with like,
Yeah.
for example, chain migration being abused.
There's
or
immigration problems. There's homeless problems.
Exactly.
There's corruption. There's
Yes.
wasted money.
So we just have
Yeah.
different ideas on how we can solve those problems. And I think it's important, considering how toxic the political and cultural environment has gotten, for people to see people on opposite sides of the spectrum coming together and discussing stuff.
I totally agree.
So-
and I totally agree. And I think that you can even kind of, it seems impossible, but you can influence each other and meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
In a reasonable.
And I agree. And here's the thing. So we had my hat up. The thing that I have on my hat, I have two swords, and that goes back to something
Wait,
biblical.
what hat?
The hat that we were talking about.
Oh, the Iron Cross. Yeah.
It has two swords on it. That's biblical. It's iron sharpens iron.
Mm.
The only way for you to get to the best ideas is for you to test them ideologically, culturally, debating them out. That's how you get to the best ideas.
People always knew that, Why all of a sudden we can't talk?
Exactly. And it just feels like things are just culturally, we've dissolved to such a degree that we're so polarized that people have forgotten how to talk. So
It gets worse
I
and
don't want to
worse.
see, I think this is essential so that we can walk back from moments of having, the president get shot at, people like Charlie Kirk get shot at, because I don't want
That was
to go
horrible. By the way, I know I cried when that happened, and
Yeah.
I don't support him at all, but I was just deeply affected by such a public display of violence, public violence, and then our political violence, and to see too many people, making light of it.
Yeah,
It was really sad.
And I think that this helps start moving that back and shining a contrast on what those people are doing and how it's unacceptable. Like, those people should be shamed out of doing that. And I think we both can agree on that. So,
Well, so when is the election happening? It's
the primary is in June and the election is in November.
Okay. So what's the plan of action? Just making more public appearances, get your name out there.
Doing public appearances. I go to college campuses. I go to different faith communities around town. Go to churches. I've actually been to several temples and synagogues.
Oh, don't mention Goyslop.
Okay, make sure to not mention it.
Yeah.
But they're very nice. They're very, very nice everywhere I've been. I think a lot of people in the state, and I'm sure you see this as well, like we're not living for the amount of taxes that we pay in LA and in California, we're not getting the quality of life that we pay for.
Right.
We have people that are, like I said, I stepped out of my office today. I saw two people smoking crack, like on the block. Like,
Drug use is a big problem in LA.
yeah, the streets are falling apart for the amount of taxes we pay. They now have a mileage tax coming up. Like,
Oh.
You heard about the mileage
How do they
tax?
do that? How
Oh
do
my
they count
God,
my
dude.
miles?
They're going to count your miles. It's going to be on average.
Nobody counts my miles.
It could end up costing most families up to $4,000 a year in taxes. So
Is that being debated?
That's real. Yeah, that's very real. And the state is triple dipping on the gas taxes,
sales
tax. If we're gonna, so this is the conversation. I go door knocking a lot. I talk to a lot of.
You do?
I do. Yes. Every week.
That's got to be like nerve wracking, eh?
At first it was.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised. Most people in California, even Democrats, like they'll talk to somebody from an opposing point of view because they just want to be heard, right? And the thing that a lot of people are hurting. They really are, and they just want something different, right? So that's part of the reason why I'm running too, because I that whole saying like be the change you want the world to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like why run my mouth about how I think things could be better?
Right.
Why not just try to actually challenge the corruption that I see in the system and try to change it?
What's more American than that?
Yeah.
Def, can I ask you something before you go? My coworker Dan, he's out sick. Can
What
you
happened?
sign those headphones for me so I could get?
You want me to sign the headphones for Dan?
I want to.
Does Dan want that?
When he gets back? Yeah.
Does he want it?
By the way, I did not. I just learned this that you were banned on Twitch for using poppers.
Oh, that wasn't me. I had somebody on my stream that was doing a Popper's taste test. That headline's
This
wrong.
guy's sober.
That's obviously a bad screenshot of me. I don't do
someone
drugs.
else was doing poppers.
Somebody else was doing Poppers. Yeah.
After it says here you did it.
I know it's wrong. It's wrong.
Dextero.
I don't. Yeah.
So why did you have someone come do poppers on your?
I don't know. I had a gay assistant who recommended it, and he thought, "Hey, it'd be funny if I had my gay friend come in and do this." I don't know.
Okay, that's an interesting idea for entertainment.
Yeah.
When you see him, do you go gay?
He actually does that to me.
He does.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
Exactly. Where do you want me to sign this?
On the top, please. Just
Across the front.
Yeah. Just
That way it shows up every time he wears it.
Oh, this is where there's a picture of him in these.
Yeah.
Where, anywhere you want us.
Anywhere, yeah. It's the thought.
Sign it, Dennis or Def Noodles.
Whatever.
I'll just
Where's
write.
your presidential signature? You got one yet?
I have the ugliest signature.
Mine's really bad.
Yeah.
You got to work on that. That's important.
But I'm running for Congress. Why are you saying I'm president?
Well, everybody's got dreams.
So you think I should be president? Is this an endorsement? Is Ethan endorsing me
Not
for
an
president?
endorsement. Not an endorsement. I'm just saying, every congressperson has a dream, right?
Do they?
Oh yeah, that's not. You got to work on that.
Oh, I'm just writing out Def Noodles. That's not my actual signature. And I'll write Def Noodles rocks.
Yeah, good.
Don't know it's real
Editorialize
because
it.
it's on camera.
Rocks, baby. All right, so there's Def Noodles,
Oh yeah,
guys.
here, let me show it. There you go.
So if people want to follow the Def Noodles experience, you're mostly on that channel, Def Noodles Unmasked.
I post that once every few days. I have another one where I post daily, where I post the debates and all the other stuff. It's the Def Noodles. It has like 15,000 subs on it.
You need to get
Much
signatures and stuff still to get on
Oh,
the
I've
ballot?
gotten all the signatures.
Oh, you did?
I'm on the ballot. In fact, I had my meeting yesterday. I'm
How many
on the
states
ballot.
did you need?
You need 40 for Congress. I
That's
got
it?
71. Yeah. I got 71 and
That's
they
not hard.
accepted 68 of them. So, I mean, yeah, it's not hard. And, city council is like 700 signatures.
That's so weird.
I don't know why Congress is so few signatures. So,
Well, you got to get the votes now.
yeah, I got
How
to
many
get the
people are
votes.
in the ballot?
Right now, there are, I think, so there's the incumbent, who's a Democrat, and then there's, I think, 4 other Democrats,
Yeah.
and then there's me and another Republican.
Wow. So there's not a lot. So your name's going to be right there on the ballot.
Yeah.
I'm going to see you there.
I'll see you there.
I'm not
Do
going to
you
vote
live-
for you.
You don't live in the district, though.
Probably not. What area is it?
So it's Hollywood, Glendale, Burbank, and Pasadena.
Yeah, I don't. But I think some of us actually do live in that district.
I just moved out of Glendale. And
You lived in Glendale?
I lived in Glendale.
Can
yeah.
Dennis depend on your vote come the election in November?
I moved out.
Wait, you were with the Armos over there?
Oh yeah.
Are you homies with the Armenians?
Yeah, because I'm Lebanese. We're very similar tendencies, I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that.
I live in one of those districts.
Together.
You
Look
live
at
it?
us. This is America, the tapestry. A Lebanese man, a Brazilian man,
We got a Mexican over there too.
a Jewish.
I mean, I'm more than just a Mexican, but yeah, I live in those districts. I won't be voting, so
You won't
Well,
be
not
voting.
for you. Not convinced from this.
You're not
voting
convinced?
for him.
Oh my god.
But you're not in his district.
I am in his district.
You are?
Yeah.
Wait, the Valley? I thought you
Yeah.
said Burbank is your district's the Valley,
Well, Burbank's in the Valley, no?
but you don't live in Burbank.
What's your address, Nate?
Yeah, I'll tell you my address.
I mean, you could do.
He
LA's
lives
a big
in
place.
one-
You could
I'm
say the
saying I
neighborhood.
live in this
Hold on,
district.
hold on, wait. Can I just? So you're not going to vote for me, Nate?
Of course not. Why not? Why would I?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'll deport you as soon as I get in.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
probably
you
that's
can't
probably
deport
why
me.
he
I'm
that's
a
probably why he doesn't.
that's
wanna
not
vote for you.
helping.
That's probably why he doesn't. wanna
Obviously,
vote.
it's jokes. It's jokes.
If you could,
It's
Yeah, we ain't
jokes,
cool like
Nate.
that, buddy.
I won't deport you, okay?
but so Nate, how can he get your vote?
I don't think you can.
Oh my God.
Hopeless.
Well, this is the level of partisanship we've arrived at this country. There's no persuading him into
Well,
voting
well,
for me.
to-
Well, you
be
did
fair,
just threaten to deport him, even though he's an American citizen.
I was
so there's-
joking.
Yeah,
You're
he
not
was
gonna deport.
joking.
You
I
think
don't
I'm
like my
gonna deport?
politicians joking like
Am I
that.
going to deport Bad Bunny too?
You'll
Where you
try.
wanted to arrest him? You want to arrest Nate? He's a good man. He's a father.
I'm a
Only
I'll
thing he
protect
shoots
you,
is
Nate.
bro.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, tomorrow's
Who
got
said
me.
that? I'll protect him.
Tamara's protect. He's under Tamara's protection.
He's under Tamara. Who's Tamara?
She's Jewish.
Also Jen.
Okay.
I didn't say, but yeah, she's Jewish.
You don't want to say it?
Well, I don't want to. I don't like to introduce her as like this is Tamara. She's Jewish, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But although she doesn't need the introduction, it's quite obvious looking at her.
Yeah, no, we were just kind of.
Are you saying all
playing
Jews look
along
the
with
same?
No.
Because she said
No.
she'd protect Nate. Kind of just playing into the thing. We got to
All right.
we got to end. We've been going for a minute.
we are.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You guys-
Anyway, but I just want to Deaf Noodles Unmasked, Deaf Noodles, and go watch the experience. Let's see the evolution, the debates, everything's popping off. Deaf Noodles is happening. He's on the ballot, folks.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. Is that
Thank you,
it?
sir.
Well, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Thanks everyone for watching today. What's today? Wednesday. So we'll be back tomorrow for a member. See y'all then, and back on Friday for everybody. Everybody have a blessed evening. Thank you to Deaf Noodles for being here. We'll put all the links in the description so you guys can go check out his content. And hey, that's all there is to say today. See you next time.